What? I got boosted
So I
today.
got two
Hey.
kids
We're rolling.
who straight up never
rolling,
talked to
everyone.
me. And I got them coming to
Take it, baby.
very incorporated,
Hello. Hello.
very fucking successful.
Hello.
I had a midlife crisis today and questioned every decision
What is
that
happening?
I've made in my whole life.
Those are fun.
I mean,
It's really fun.
that sounds like
I don't know if I'm going to grad school. Because I think I have to do a year unpaid
Hello.
full-time internship.
Oh my god.
Oh no. As like a part of grad school, don't fucking do that.
Wait, what happened?
I just hate my life. Just
What?
aspect of it. Which my mom had warned me about that, but then I was like, no, I've done some research, I don't have to do that. But then after looking through my classes again, I'm like, I think I do.
What's wrong? What do you have to do?
I think I have to do a
How many,
year unpaid internship from grad school.
Oh.
talk to your advisor.
Well, yeah, I did.
How many
I
margaritas
emailed
for
that.
futon?
Okay.
I would like one.
2 margaritas for the
I'll
futon.
take
Margaritas.
two.
So,
Oh, I also wanted one. I think.
Anya,
Am I
you can
being
afford-
dumb?
you can afford
It
it.
literally only, he asked you, you stood and stared at him, and Emmy raised her
No, I
hand.
also
She
said
said,
well, you said one.
One for the Simmonses.
One for one and one for one.
Oh.
Just sip on him.
Yeah.
Why would you say it like that?
You literally just raised your hand. The
Just
confusion be over.
Dante, have you considered the fact that you might be a psychopath?
Now that, like,
Yes.
a bunch of
He
our
starts
girls are
stabbing
starting-
everyone.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
indiscriminately.
Great.
Alright, while you make these, I'll
Doesn't mean
go
you're
through a bit of
gonna
roll
do that,
call.
Let's do it.
Yeah, gotcha. I will shake in response to mine.
Okay.
Oh my god. That's very strong.
Oh, I'm excited.
Is it? This one's fine. Can't even taste it.
Andrew, you're not Pollock.
I mean, after the drink that I made him last night.
Yeah, I can fight God at this point. I'll be fine. I didn't want to say anything. I'm sitting here like,
You should have. I would have grabbed you more coke
No.
and diluted it.
no, I just drank it, you know, like a big boy.
Like a big boy.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Don't Trust Me 45.
Insane.
I'm excited.
A smaller gap between. Smaller gap than usual tonight because it's Thursday. We didn't wait till Sunday, losers. Alright, when I call your character name, tell me what your character's favorite song is.
That's fucking easy.
I am ready.
Okay. If you need a couple minutes to think about it, or if it doesn't fucking matter, because it doesn't fucking matter.
Doesn't
Just
really.
say what it comes to your head. Mod, is there a mod here?
Mod's here. Mod's favorite song is Hey Al by Outkast.
Of course it is.
God.
Andre 3000, or in this case, like 5,000, because it's future. Ember. Ember would be like,
I
we
will
didn't
say
start the
that-
fire.
Her
Or-
no.
Should be.
No, I'd say that her favorite artist is Elton John,
Elton?
but she likes all of his
He's
songs.
flaming?
Yeah.
Like, it's-
You see that
Hey.
peacock outfit?
oh my god. Do we have a hostel? How much
Let's
of a
see.
music listener I see?
Hostel's favorite song.
I don't pick Dante for a music guy.
Yeah.
Oh, roast.
Not much.
Roasted.
Freaking
Roasted!
Don't trust me, obviously.
That
I don't know, man.
doesn't matter.
Oh,
Do we have an indie?
That would be I Love This Bar by Toby Keith.
Of course it is.
Nice.
God, great. Beer is good.
Equation for Drew.
I got friends in low places. We have a melody.
Yes. Wonderwall, fucking obviously.
Obviously.
It's the only thing she can play.
Do we have a mistress?
Blinded by science.
Yeah!
Oh!
That's a really
Holy
good pick.
shit, that's great.
I didn't think too much
I
into
don't know.
mine. The only reason I said that song was because I was thinking of the shake it part when Sheep was over there shaking the
I
I
can
love
picture
it.
Maud listening to some
It
mainstream
is.
shit.
Mod's a dumb guy who likes dumb stuff.
I like dumb stuff. Hard dumb stuff. Anyway.
What's Cloudman's favorite song?
Clubman, Macarena.
5 times levels plus
Of course.
What's fuzzy?
It literally
You
couldn't be
understand?
anything
He's the only
else.
person that understands the freaking lyrics.
It's actually.
And then, hey Macarena, he says that part wrong. Yes, Macarena. Wait.
What's
Amazing.
Fuzzy's favorite song?
Oh, a friggin' Dirty Lot Boy.
Never heard that one.
No.
His favorite song might be the FU song by Real Big Fish.
I love Real Big Fish. That your Hostel's favorite is everyone else is an asshole.
Everyone else is an asshole. Here I am, doing everything I can. But okay, it's previously on Don't Trust Me. Where's my notes section? I wrote notes. Even if you
Wrote notes.
The battle between the two groups reaches its zenith. Mod and Cloudman attempt to damage Terminal, but with his superpowered armor drip aiding his defense, Mod is left to lower the integrity of the suit with the obelisk. After much strain, the armor falls, leaving Terminal to pull a hasty retreat with the masked foe in the rafters. As he escapes, the glowing gem from the suit is left behind and claimed by Mod. Underneath the facility, the party is confronted with a new foe with a strangely vast amount of fighting prowess. To aid Alan in defending the blood relay, the party attempts to take down the duo with the use of the Alpha Cap and Beast Subjugator to take on Knuckle Boy, and the Button of Remorse used once again to remove the skin right off of poor Alan's big dumb bloating body. A notification forces the new fighter to flee the map, which leaves the party bruised, beaten, and covered in Alan. They reach into the relay room and find the Greycoats already mostly dealt with by another foe. The finalists finished off, freeing the Psyocton prisoners from their sickness as Mistress helps break the group free. Cloudman explains to Mod his encounter with Match, the bizarre spell he was undergoing, and Match gifting the dagger to him to remove his involvement. He explains his creation of the obelisk Galdo from a Jonas map, while guiding Terminal and Match through the 8 provinces of Jonas without Terminal's knowledge. The groups enter the main tower to... I guess there should be a period here. The groups enter the main tower to realize the Psyocton tribe from Nelder village springing a surprise incursion on the tower, motivating the Denron sect to attack as well. The Greycoats are vastly overwhelmed, leading to a decisive win for the Psyocs. Back at the village, Cloudman is reunited with his people, and all is well in the world. The next morning, Cloudman offers an attempt to use the erasing dagger to aid in the stone tree back at Outpost 04. The group makes a fast trip to the desert station, noticing that the stragglers of the Goldwing agents there murdered and scattered throughout the facility. In the main teleporter room, the week-old corpse of Larian is displayed, with a cell phone connected to another line. Mod and his operator share one last conversation, where they declare their war against each other.
Yeah.
Alright, welcome to Arc 3. Nothing to fuck with. It's the name of the arc.
Amazing.
Alright.
We don't know what the name of the arc is yet.
Not
We
yet.
haven't picked one.
No, you say that like you don't know it either. You do, don't you? I told you last night.
You weren't
Wait.
even here last night.
Oh, that's probably why you didn't respond. 'Cause you weren't here.
What?
Get it? Anyway, we're in Outpost 04. You just finished the conversation. Did you still have that on speaker, or were you just listening to it? By
I had it on
yourself?
speaker.
Okay.
Yeah.
Conversation ends up. You're in a room with essentially an empty testing chamber before you, with a teleporting strip running across, and the roots of the parts that didn't get teleported away still embedded into the metal flooring and whatnot of this area. The people, and then there's the body in front of you right now. What are you guys doing?
Mod would like to investigate to see if there's any way to. You're good.
You guys want to spend some moments finishing these margaritas, because I do have to poop. So
Okay.
I might just be.
Get her done.
I might, if you guys want to discuss a game plan or just finish the margaritas.
Oh, that reminds me, I still haven't picked
I apologize for any
Oh.
stickiness on
I should
these
probably-
glasses.
That's what
My
you-
hands are covered in wine.
So it'll just add to what I already have.
Yeah, unless you pick something you already have, then it won't have it.
Should probably load up dice.
Yeah, guys, make sure that you're all leveled up.
Yes.
Yeah,
and
on
that's
the way
what I'm-
here, we were like, oh shit!
I literally just now
shit.
thought of it as you guys were talking about it.
Perception.
So.
I picked 2.
I know I did like pick some out the other night to look over. I just
Yeah.
didn't add them.
Emmy's
I can't
multi-classing.
decide. What
Ooh.
are you gonna do?
Perfect.
Nice.
I like that. That's good. That's good.
That
I
makes
just
sense.
had the realization on Sunday, like, wow, I'm always so far away from everything because all I do is pew pew with my arrow. I need to
I
find
feel
some
that.
more
Thank you,
fun
friend.
stuff to do.
No, I feel that.
That's how you can tell that you're like getting the game is when you start getting like bored with fights.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh,
I do the same thing every turn.
yup.
And then we need to pick some cantrips and spells.
Yeah, we're some of us are leveling up.
We can do
Great.
that now.
All my stats are the same. I just need to pick spell.
Oh yeah, we're 6 spellcasters, right? Only 2 of them aren't main spellcasters. That's Indian Mod. Everyone else has a 4th level spell slot now, right?
I don't.
Yeah.
You don't? You don't get one of those? You don't get one of those?
Artificers.
I'm starting to realize there are less spellcasters and more.
Just buffers or
They
what are
need.
they?
I built him
okay.
totally wrong for it.
Oh,
Artificers
Let me see
turns
if I
out they
find it.
should be like more martial fighters, not magic.
Oh no.
I was thinking it would be fun with like how me and Andrew did the whole like Luau gave
Oh yeah, artificers
Also-
don't get that many spell
the
slots.
vampiric touch. If
I think
Melody worked with Ember, to
probably
do,
should tell you
Bane
Emmy's
for
multi-classing.
Ember,
So.
it would turn into
Oh,
Elemental
yeah?
Bane.
Into what?
Okay, except for I don't know them.
I thought you did.
Were you actually?
Yeah.
Because I can't read Dante.
Yeah.
I do know Bane.
I was
So
like,
that
you
I
tried
can
to
do
use
more
it
than
on
just
him
pew
in the
pew.
last
You're right. I
party.
do. Yeah.
Rangers can do other stuff.
Yeah. No. That would be.
You don't
cool.
even use Hunter's Mark.
And plus, it's like really cool.
Which blood? See,
You can choose
there's so
to
much
do
not on
damage.
my thing.
there's so much Rangers can do.
I don't have
You can
it.
do what you
Hunter's
want.
Mark is a spell.
Yeah, it's a spell,
No,
but
I
it's
don't
a
have it.
kind of a Ranger exclusive one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mine doesn't get a lot at level 7.
Okay, so you need to pick 2.
Yeah, mostly it's a spell jumper. Oh yeah, you just get a second, or you get a third second level spell.
Yeah.
No, not until level 8. Not
I'm
me.
talking to.
Oh, you're talking. Oh, I thought you were talking
To
to me.
Diampo.
My bad. Yeah, I gain a
do get-
feature granted by my sacred oath.
I do get Flash of Genius, which is pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah. So Artificer
Did I-
is
does
to
that
wizard like Paladin is to cleric, right?
Sort of, yeah. Oh,
This
wait.
is control.
I guess. Just tiny baby man version.
Tiny
You
baby
basically
man.
just like mess with.
That's my
flames.
favorite version.
The tiny baby man
Tiny
version.
baby man version.
Just
You can, yeah. I didn't mean to discourage you there. Druids are fine. Just remember to like look up the stats for your animals that you're transforming into.
well, she'll only be a first level druid, so,
So she won't be able to
wild shape.
transform.
You can't
unless
wild
she-
shape yet?
No,
Not
not
yet.
at the second level.
Oh.
I'm gonna go rinse my hands off.
Wild.
They're all sticky from the limes.
I was a druid for my very first character, and all I did was turn into a cat and nap.
That's
You
great.
did turn into an octopus and do some pretty cool stuff.
That was the only cool thing I ever
See,
did.
that was so
You can do
helpful.
this, you just constantly be asking Andrew the weather for the next 24 hours. It's always a good
You're
time.
like, what's the weather like?
Just be like, hey, what's the weather gonna be like
It's
for the
hot.
next 24
It's
hours?
summer. It's pretty hot. Okay.
He's like, there's a tornado coming, only for you.
Oh yeah, fire shield. Duh. That's a good one.
Let me know if/when you would like a margarita.
I will. I'm a small yours.
Nummies.
Feel free to
Nummy
take a sip.
nummies. Okay, okay. So are you guys just leveling up?
Yeah, give me just another second.
And we can always figure out her spells.
Not
Yeah.
Mistress, did you take?
When will you
What
leveling
did
up
you
over your
take?
phone? We're going
I
in
need
a
a
couple seconds.
second sip because you
No,
know
I've just
first
got to
is
make a
always
choice
like
here.
Just when it's
deeply
not bad.
upsetting.
Locate creature would be fun. If we're looking for something.
So it's going to send her to
Did I leave it on the floor?
But that is super good.
What?
inspiration.
My
Yeah.
phone.
Sure.
Then drop it at one
Sent
point.
chills up my entire body, but
You can
It's
get
right
magic
here.
stone, which is what I have.
It's right here.
Thank you.
It's
don't
is
you
what
want
my
to get her like
character
some
sheet is today.
fighty spells?
Magic stone is a spidey spell.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know what you do, Dante. To be honest.
It's the fightiest spell.
Shillelagh's a good option always.
Yeah,
too.
Shillelagh.
Lets you throw rocks at things.
Shillelagh.
Like how Magic Stone is just shillelagh for slings.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't really understand. I could just worry about this later. It's okay.
Also, I found out.
What do you don't understand, Kyle? What's wrong?
So it says that at 7th level, I get another benefit from the sacred oath I've chosen.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to figure out because everything I'm seeing says that I don't get until level 9.
You're a crown
So-
guy, right?
Hmm.
You're a crown paladin. What's your what's
my
your
glory. Oath of Glory.
Okay. So you get something at 7, right?
I thought so, but then I looked it up and it said I only get something at 5th and 9. Not
Aura of Alacrity.
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 This is
I
a
hate you.
English teacher, by the way. Yeah, you gotta select the glory tab.
I can put it on your thing.
Okay, if you wouldn't mind, and then I can look at it. Thank you.
They would give
I was having trouble finding it for some reason.
Yeah, those guys don't show up unless you click the.
Also, I
glory
found out
tab.
as Artificer, I can just change out my entire spell list after a long rest if I want to.
Oh really?
Nice.
cool.
Paladin does that too.
What?
Paladin can do that too.
But it makes more sense for you because your powers are bestowed elsewhere. It's weird for you to get new ones because you're intelligence based. You're learning these.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I don't know a ton about. If it says it, then
Like Cal says,
they're
you
just wizard
emanate the
paladins.
aura
Just wizard paladins.
that fills you and your companions with supernatural speed,
Oh.
allowing you to race across the battlefield in formation. Your walking speed increases by 10 feet. In addition, if you aren't incapacitated, the walking speed of any ally who starts their turn within 5 feet of you increases by 10 feet until the end of
cool.
that turn. So, I'm going to update your speed.
Awesome.
So I don't have them on my character sheet yet, Andrew. But the 2 spells that I'm adding with my level up are going to be Ivard's Black Tentacles
Mm-hmm.
and Summon Aberration.
Oh,
Nice.
you got the aberration.
Yeah.
And I don't get to add any new spells.
No.
I got Dimension Door.
Nice.
Oh, really?
I was hoping one of those.
Well, yes.
You know, how come you don't get any spells?
Because it's,
Oh, if you
I get
level-
the
if you
amount equal to intelligence
half
mod
of your.
plus half my wizard or half my
Okay, you're
level
updated.
rounded down.
How?
Oh,
Thank
yeah.
you.
So every
Wait.
other level up, I'm like, oh,
Did you click to level up on
Yes,
your-
I did.
I get the same amount of spells.
Interesting.
But so
which
that I know I
should
can switch
update
them
your
out as
land.
I
Yeah, that's nice.
And that's
It-
it.
And it updated my hit points.
Okay.
Okay. I already did my spiel. I'm waiting on you guys.
Okay. Maud would like to investigate the chamber and see if there's any way to reactivate the teleporter, or at least figure out like maybe where it went.
Okay. Make an intelligence check for me. Or
Well,
investigation. Do investigation for
Yeah,
me,
it's-
actually.
yeah. Oh, that's a nat 20.
Okay.
Correct.
What is your stat?
Oh,
You have a
Not great.
-1, right?
I think it's a -1. Let me double check. It's not great. Investigation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's -1, so 19.
Okay, yeah. I'm investigating around the room. It's very eerie going into the teleporter chamber itself. It's eerie and sad, but by getting close to the tendrils, like, just you feel your instance just barely slowing down. Like, it's just essentially like a crushed grasshopper waiting to die
Oh,
and still moving slightly.
the roots
The
are like
effects
that.
are very residual and nothing near what the tree was offering from before. You have to basically be next to one for it to have any sort of lag to you.
Okay.
But you investigate those. You go up to the teleporter as well. It's this basically beam that connects the middle of the room in kind of a thermometer shape back to where to the main terminal is inside the testing chamber. Getting back to there as well. It's a system that's not necessarily known to you, and even if you did, there is extensive damage to the actual terminal itself. I think it's kind of seeming like this was meant to be a one-way trip for him.
Sure. Okay. I would like to investigate Larian's body as well.
Yeah, with the nat 20 as well, you investigate. Notice the you notice the phone on him as well. The majority of them were picked clean as well. In fact, the only thing really on them at this moment here is undergarments that she had on. The clothes was taken right off of her body. Dead for quite a bit now, for like a week. The body is stiffened, and the blood that was apparent from the wounds has blackened and gone solid. don't find any other items on them though.
Okay.
Can I check out the terminal that got destroyed?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Maybe like,
This is this. Yeah, if you want to do an investigation.
let's see. God damn it. With my modifier, that's a 5.
Wow. You're too short to really get up to it. Sadly, this was not a terminal made for. No, if you could, you would get this thing fucked over.
And can I boost him up?
It was like victim.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll see Hostile struggling, and I'll go over and say, "Come here, big guy."
You boost him up, and he takes a look at it here, and you can immediately say, "Yeah, somebody essentially pulled a bunch of shit out of this. I was wrong. I can't do anything with
Would
this."
that be considered a help action?
No,
I didn't think so.
not to investigate. He just lifted you up.
Well, if you said the problem was I was too short and he lifted me up, that seems like a help action.
In a moment of me trying to make this a humorous scene in a dark moment, sure.
Yeah,
Roll
no.
again. Do it.
Hey, that's better. That's a 23.
23.
So yeah, it's a little better.
Okay. Seeing all the information that's
Actually, I guess this is
On the
technically
screen.
a technological device, so that would actually be a 26.
26. The machine is extensively damaged. Whoever activated the teleporter didn't want it to be used. And this is kind of what Mob was getting as well. You can see exactly where the damage was done, and in theory it could be repaired. But not in this normal circumstances. As of right now, you just simply see the different footages of the cameras throughout the outpost, just kind of doing this very sinister loop of the shapeshifter walking up to them, transforming, and de-throating them essentially.
Dethroating them.
It's really just like a quick step towards, then a Nagi's assassination classroom, just soulless kill.
Whoa. Spoiler alert.
So yeah,
Right.
and these footages keep looping, and you hear Cloudman pipe up as well as like, with this. How long has this happened for? What's going wrong?
We were too late. And I should have seen this coming. The entire time I had it in the back of my head that somewhere, somehow, Nameless was going to fuck us. And I was thinking that he was going to be on Jonas. I was prepared to encounter him on Jonas. I didn't think that he would be literally inside of this outpost.
He was there the whole time.
This is Larian, yes, the doctor that gave us clearance for this chamber, right? How long has she been dead?
If what I'm thinking, if the way I'm thinking is right, Larian's been dead since before we were ever here in the first place, and the person that we were talking to the whole time was Nameless, which that makes so much sense why I was able to get the code and be able to access this, because it was Larian who gave it to me. It was Nameless who gave it to me to give to Larian, who was actually Nameless, and I was too stupid to see through that.
He did have codes. They have too much. We just won, yet they still have too much.
I mean, did we even win? I mean, we saved
We did
we
win.
saved your city, but
And they can never go back. We will make sure that they do not come back. Until this problem is fixed, we might just...
Nameless is gone and Terminal is gone. We don't know where the hell they are, and they could come back at any time. We don't know how many Grey Coats there are. We don't know how many of them are tunneling through the earth right now, doing God knows what, so that they can infiltrate
But we
wherever they're going to.
But you have allies who didn't before. And with that, we can at least make sure that our grounds are covered. We can make sure nobody enters the city. We can make sure whatever they were trying to accomplish there, they cannot resume it. We can make sure that they stay out, and that we can continue to corner them. But I have, don't hear. But we have. I cannot do that here. I have to make sure this problem never reoccurs.
Hey.
Sorry, there's cups here. We're making.
You've been replaced by cups.
Would you like me to make you a margarita?
I mean, if don't mind interrupting what's going on, but there's a break, sure.
Yeah.
I mean, that's great, and I mean, at least you can defend the city. But I mean, they have. I mean, we don't even know what this tree is. Like, we can't even begin to understand it, and yet they just teleported it out of here like it was nothing, and left without a trace.
Cannot have been nothing. The tree was something that even Larian of this time was afraid of. I'm sure wherever they brought it is still giving them hell.
I mean, whatever powers.
It hopefully has to.
Andrew, remind me, was the tree, like, were the roots and stuff still there? Like, what does that look like? Can you
These
explain
are the
that?
roots, essentially like tree roots, you know, like these kind of light gray roots that have just been severed where,
Okay, so it, like, looks like it's been, like, cut?
like the teleporter brought the majority of what was on the teleporter
Okay.
away.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure
some
that
of
it
the roots
didn't look
that
like
were
he'd, like, walked
that
away
were
or
too
something.
attached to it just got pulled off
Okay.
and are still embedded in the room around.
Okay.
And so you have that. It's like, this is nothing like. What do they want with the tree? Do they still want? They are still getting the blood from somewhere, or maybe they were still using the blood from before.
As far as I'm concerned, Nameless is just a psycho who wants the tree just because. For his own means, because he wants to live my life. He wants my face for whatever reason, and if he has any other use for her, then I can't even think of what that would be. But
Do you think she
It's-
would be able to tell the difference between you and Nameless?
I don't know. I mean, he acted as my operator. I assume that he would have had access to all of the logs that I had with her. I mean, our entire relationship was conveyed through the operating system. Like, that's I have to assume that he has access to that, and he would know everything that I would know about her, and he could pull off a pretty damn convincing me. But I don't
How long
know.
has it been since you've seen her?
I've never seen her.
Yeah, so she wouldn't really
And
have
so-
much to compare it to.
In that case, there are two options. One, the tree does not believe it is you and is completely. Hopefully, the man gets stuck in frozen time forever next to it, and then other option is that the tree is fooled and they are able to use it as a weapon against us.
Well, wherever she is,
Because the tree did not freeze you. The tree let you get close. The tree listened to you.
I guess I would have to think that.
Sorry, I'm just nervous. I'm shaking.
Trembling.
I'm trapped. I am chattering.
I like
my
the idea
teeth
that
from
Cloudman has like
my
really.
tooths.
I like the idea that Cloudman has like really loose bones, and when he gets nervous, it's just like
It is raining
rattling.
outside, you guys. My joints. I got loose bones because I only have 4 arms.
Um,
Hate it.
It is canon now. Anyway, this is serious.
Anyway, I. In any case,
Thank you, sheep.
I hope to God that she doesn't
Oh, he's
actually think that that's me, because I have to assume that she at least has her senses about her and saw what he did here. And if she thinks that that's me, and she's not gonna want anything to do with me ever. So, for my sake, I hope that he fucks up and she can tell the difference.
I don't think we can bank on that though.
You're right, we can't. That's why we have to find her, but I don't even know where to begin.
I need to make sure the city stays secure. So
Right.
that whatever they were performing there cannot be continued.
Right.
You need to find allies, because we have to outnumber them. There's no way that they are greater than this people that run your planet.
I can't thank you enough for coming here with me, but I mean, we put a lot of work in to save your city,
It is not over.
and I know.
We have your back. I cannot do it here.
No. I know. I can't see you losing more people too. I don't want anybody else to lose anyone else.
Well, then we do not let it happen.
Let's go ahead and get you back to Otis. I'll figure something out.
You are always welcome. The 6 of you. Anytime you have troubles, my people. Well, it's so hard to make decisions when we do not even know what our enemy looks like. Nobody is safe coming into the city right now. Anybody who walks in that is not a person that is already there is a potential threat. We'll most likely have to shut down.
Yeah.
But we can provide resources, we can find some way, we can send things out. We do not have to leave and abandon. The city creates weapons. We can find a way to help, but for now we need more allies.
If you hear anything, just let me know.
Have you told any of the people here about Tremlin, about what he has done and what he has done on the city?
We all. Meta. Everybody in the party knows, at least the gist of what was going on. About
What do you mean?
What does Cloudman mean by?
Like, have you essentially told
Like the
your
Legion,
superiors that
No.
you guys have just undercovered
Yeah,
this
yeah,
corrupt dude?
Yeah. No, so far this knowledge has stayed with us.
Perhaps their knowledge of it will help keep him from resurfacing. As far as we are aware, Tremlin cannot disguise.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I would also assume, Meta, that Mistress would have reported this in immediately.
Oh, yeah. She will do that.
Let's go
right
ahead and
now.
do
She's
that,
just
yeah.
gonna step away.
Okay, so from this conversation here, you'd be able to get in contact with a Bravemind operator at least, or if that's who you're trying to reach. Is there anyone specific you're trying to get in contact with?
She's just gonna call her operator.
Okay, awesome.
Well, we think we can trust the operators, right? That's the kind of the conclusion we came to after we all called.
Yeah, none of them were that.
Okay, so
What you were looking out for.
yeah, Mistress will just call her operator.
Okay. Give me 1 second.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you call your operator?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hello, this is Bravemind. Legion operating system, what can I do for you today?
I just have some events to report regarding my most recent deployment.
Oh, absolutely. From what it looks like here, according to, I believe you have direct orders from the Collections General to assist in a series of cases involving the Engine Gauntlet. Is that correct?
Yes, although we have moved somewhat beyond that.
Okay.
Uh,
It says you were working on a case involving the recent upholdings of General Tremlane right now. Has that mission produced anything?
Yes, we had an interaction with Tremlane.
Okay.
On the satellite.
Okay, you guys are on Jonas, so you actually you made contact then. Did you find out any breaking information about him?
The Greycoats had occupied Jonas.
Okay.
With the help of the local population, we managed to expel them. Tremlane unfortunately escaped, and Mistress will kind of relay everything that Maud told her about the encounter.
All right. So it is proven at this point you did have hostile interactions with Branch Runner, who is running the embassy center on the city of Jonas. What we can do for you right now is we can go ahead and put a collections claim out on him right now and send our current team of collectors to stay on the lookout. Make sure he doesn't resurface if this is the case.
That seems wise.
Once checking that out as well, we can go ahead and put an end to many of the branches that he had operations in outside of the Man of Airs building, including whatever connections he had to Bravemind as well. Do you have any information about his allies, people that we could possibly need to be watching out for at this time?
There was an Alan.
Alan, okay.
There shouldn't be.
We
It
may
says
have
here on
killed
my
him.
list here that you did make a call for a drop off for someone to pick up his body at a designated burial site outside of New Mexico somewhere.
Yes, we encountered him again. We thought we had killed him. We had not. He seems to have recovered.
According to the notes of the team that was sent out to that location, no body was found, and so
tracks.
we can assume that that situation has resolved itself at this point.
It seems to be the same situation that we encountered at the Gauntlet.
Okay.
We thought we had destroyed their regenerative capabilities, but they were able to reproduce that.
All right.
We have presumably killed him again, but given that we were unable to recover his body this time as well, that can't be taken for granted.
Well, we have the photos, thankfully, from your excavation. I'm going to go ahead and put some pieces together here and assume he had more skin than when you took the picture.
Yes.
Very well.
He
We
doesn't
do
know
have
that again.
previous records of him before most of the records kind of were put to a stop here and he went MIA. We could at least, if he does resurface again, put another collections claim out on him as well.
And do we know the names of the ninja dude who bamfed?
Yes.
The
Kayla's
ninja
character?
dude.
And
Yeah,
then the Terminator dude who came and.
That one I'd only ever heard him called.
Trembling called him by name, the ninja dude. The ninja dude.
Oh yeah, you remember.
Abe?
Amba.
Amba. Okay.
And
Now,
he
I
also-
would if you were to ask, but
And Tremlane called Terminator guy Yush.
Yush.
Right? Wasn't that what he
That's
called
what he called him, yes.
Okay.
And Mistress will pass that information along as well.
Okay. Passing that on, the operator types into his machine for a little. You hear the background clicks, and they come back, and they're like, "All right, well, we don't have any legionary records on a name by Amba, and census doesn't pull up anything as well, so it's not a given name. If anything, this individual, it's an alias of unknown record, and they are simply at a rogue status in which we don't have any documentation on. Do you have any visual description of this assailant?
I would have to provide that to you.
Mistress will just
Essentially
relay.
describes describes this figure. They have a symbol on their chest plate that is this carving of essentially just kind of like a cracked open, like a cracked open flower bud, and the stems kind of intertwining like this. It's the same symbol that was on the medallion that brought you there, and this essentially kind of a Daft Punk helmet. Much less dead mouse, not like a big massive thing, a much smaller thing, a completely opaque black face to it as well, and a series of what can only be described as like subwoofers attached to his arms, and this other device that kind of circulated these wires that connected them. Describing that to him as well, the operator puts that down and he's like, and we're searching for Yush here. At this point, I'm going to assume that was a pseudonym as well, or a short term, because the name exactly Yush doesn't pull up anything in particular, although we do have that as a slight abbreviation for a couple of other different picks that we have here. So those are our two options here.
Mr. will describe Yush.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember when we were in the gauntlet, the two guards talking. Didn't they mention someone named like Amba or Amber or?
But yes.
Ember.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No relation.
Absolutely did.
I have on my thing, the only thing I have written about Amba is baby.
You're not wrong. The guards in that story essentially,
Oh wait.
when they mentioned Amba, proved to be kind of distrustful towards him because he was essentially like the youngest leader they had.
And it says
And-
smart and voice weak.
Yeah, was essentially like a very charismatic and was a good leader, but was way younger than the rest of the people in charge.
Okay.
Like even to Border,
Okay.
who was not who Border had to be in his mid to late 20s. Border wasn't that old.
Okay. Cool.
And so describing that as well as like, well, you already described that, but he's like, here with Yush, we do have a couple shorthands that could be for. Our biggest hit though is a couple names that go by Yush Kataro. Well, an older, actually, nowhere in the Legion. This is actually a sort of an officer that, sort of a folk hero to a lot of people. Doesn't actually practice Sojin though. You said this individual did practice Sojin during your battles,
Yes.
Cool. Yeah.
so we can probably rule that out then, unless some other change has been made in the time, and the other names based off of Yush Kataro are in reference to the original. So we won't rule out that option, and if we can find these agents, we will question them and Zone of Truth them and find out as much information as we can. Did you figure out why Officer Tremlane's Zone of Truth readings fell through? According to the records that the collections office put him through, they put him through 4 Zone of Truth tests, all with negative results.
Did we?
Not
Not as far as I know.
No. Okay. If that's the case, we can also infer that they have something that negates spells that are used against us. That could also be harmful to our investigation, and we'll be able to adjust accordingly what we look out for. But you can rest assured now that if these names pop up within Legion territory and officers do spot them, we would be able to rally action towards them. We do appreciate your assistance as a member of the Containment Project, branching out and working with the Independents on this. We will recompensate your cards at this time, and according to the findings here, we will also boost up your maximum, if that is alright with you guys. If you feel like that is earned, we'd be able to do that effective immediately.
Yes.
If possible, I would like to requisition a specific item that we should have available to us through our spell research.
Yes, what would that item be?
That would be an eyeball and a platinum inlaid vial.
Do you have an address that we would be able to send these to? Or if not, you can always pick them up from the Capitol here at the headquarters.
Let's set it up so that I pick it up.
Okay,
I
would
can
you want it to your
always-
office at the Containment Project, or do you want it here at the Brave Mind Institute?
Send it to my office,
Okay.
and if I need to have it shipped somewhere from there, I can do so.
We will be able to do that effective immediately. These resources, we can deduct those from the card readings, but as of now, it looks like you had enough on your previous card before the amount was reset. We can go ahead and deduct before, so you don't see those affect your new total.
I would appreciate that. Thank you.
Absolutely. All right. Okay, I've
I
ordered
believe
2
that is
items. And remember, no other names, no other connections that anything outside of Tremline's office or or any other agents that these people might be connected with. The more information, whether useless or not, helps us.
She'll go ahead and share the names of the Psyoctans that they encountered,
Okay.
both who were in as prisoners
Mhm.
and as resistance,
Excellent. Okay.
just so that they know sort of
Mm-hmm.
the key figures.
Okay. All right. With that being in mind, I believe that is all the information I have to ask from you at this time, and it's still the six members that are currently traveling, the 6 independents. Any additional changes to that we need to make this time, or are we good to conclude this investigation?
We have recently traveled with Clodon.
It says here, yes, and you
And-
made a call earlier about relinquishing his travel ban, which has been approved by the head of security.
Yes, he is with us at the moment, but it appears that he will be returning to Jonas. I will update you one way or the other.
We appreciate that. Anyways, my name is Reese. If there's anything you can do, give us a call again. We'll try to accommodate with you.
All right, thank you, Reese. I will go ahead and free up the line.
Thank
you.
And-
And Mistress hangs up.
All right, awesome. All right. Oh no. Did you not tell them about your operator?
Man. Well, I
That was
can't.
an oversight.
I mean, I unfortunately do not have a phone of my own at this
I got-
point.
Oh yeah, I broke your phone.
I
Yeah,
got
it's-
super duper excited about the pay raise, to be honest, and I kind of forgot everything else.
That mod, I would have given you. A
Did it say how much our money is going up, Andrew?
Okay, So what was your previous?
I think
do you
you're
remember
right.
what your previous update
Actually,
was?
I just found out.
1,200.
1200. You have been up at this time to 2000.
Nice.
That's about enough for a bog wyvern.
But Wogwyvern.
Bogwyvern was like
I-
10,000.
Or a replacement for Carol, who did not survive
like,
this
as it
year.
touched my foot,
Carol!
she made that noise, and I thought that I had like broken.
Oh, is Carol canonically dead now?
No, you gotta tell me, Dante. I have not heard you talk about Carol in 10 episodes.
That's because I left her with the sitter.
Where is
I
Carol?
left her with the sitter.
Who is freaking
In the
hamster?
van.
This is something you tell the DM.
No, I
Carol
left
was
her with
in the van.
I left her with X.
The van's gone.
No, I left Carol with X.
Did you?
No, but
I
I
feel like you didn't. X left with no one. Okay, so Carol's gone. The Sniffstone's gone.
I feel like
the
Carol's.
Beast Subjugator's gone. The
But
Dead Man's
don't
Glass is
worry.
gone.
We
gone.
have the hat.
We'll see. I
the-
still
got the
have
alpha
it.
hat.
I do still have the alpha hat.
The creepy invisible woman who's been stalking Indy, whose name is escaping me in this moment.
Lua.
Lua. Lua has Carol.
Yeah.
She's threatening her.
There was just a
Lua's
little.
like, I want to leave you with these bad people.
There was just a quick
Did he
little.
forget about you?
There was just a
That would
quick
be
little
so-
thing that I walked off with Lou. I was like, "Hey, this is really embarrassing, but I don't know what to do with this fucking hamster. Can you take it for
He's like,
for me?"
help me.
When we encounter a horrible
Just
aberrant
because
hamster.
I love the idea of that and the shit I can do with that later on, I will accept that as a canon.
Perfect.
But don't do it. Please remember your pets in the future, because I mean, you bought the pet.
Yeah, but
Pissed
only for,
Fuzzy
like,
off to buy that pet.
only for like $2.
It's like the chick and the duck and Friends. They just kind of disappear and they don't talk about it till the last season when they're like, yeah, when they went off to the farm.
Oh. That was like a Friends reference, right?
She said in Friends.
That's why I said in Friends.
Are those guys still alive?
No, that
What?
show ended in 2004,
They're just the actors.
so they all died.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that's
how
what
it
happens.
works.
Just much like when the racehorses are no longer useful, actors get put down.
Yeah.
When
Spooky
their
Google.
shows are over.
Slaughtered by NBC.
That's
All of
taking
my
a
favorite
motor.
actors are dead now
like,
because all of my favorite shows are over.
Okay, okay.
We know
All
you're
right.
not gonna
With
be
that being
able
said,
to
you guys
also-
finish up that conversation, and you guys debate a little bit with Cloudman about that as well afterwards.
Yeah.
All right.
Mod, you have a new phone. I wouldn't let you go without a phone. I have like 40 in my.
That was Tremeline's edge with the nameless man. He could listen through the technology. That's the reason I broke your phone in the first place. If he is still out there and running amok in Bravemind, then there is still great danger even being near your cell phones.
Okay. Mistress, I hate to ask you this because you literally just got off the line, but I do agree that we need to report this as well.
Mistress will call back.
Okay. Same voice picks up again. It's like Bravemind Legion Hotline. This is Reese. How may I
This
help you?
is Mistress again.
Oh, hello.
I was given some information, reminded to of some information
let's split
that I forgot to relay, and
Okay.
she will relay
Relay this
the
around.
nameless situation.
Okay. And did this operator, what name did they go by here?
Flail.
Flail.
You hear typing.
This is gonna go
going
great.
through here. Flail is in my branch.
Fuck.
Um,
Good.
from what I'm looking through here, we don't necessarily have water cooler talks with any of our people. There's at least 100 operators per branch, but it looks like Flail's designation was remote. Work from home, if you will. They're not here at Bravemind. But from what it looks to be here, it looks like the line has been severed. It doesn't necessarily look, or at least from what my records show here, their resignation was a day ago.
I see.
At least from our current records. That's very upsetting to hear this.
Do we have in our system records of a soldier named Nameless?
Nameless?
Yes, who called themselves Nameless.
I mean, let me go ahead and look real quick.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what we've been calling
Mhm.
the.
Alright, there's some typing here. Okay, I ran a couple different checks. Census count of the Legion aliases both turned up negative here. I did a trend search as well through a couple different sections, both here in known Legion territory and embassies that we have on the other continents as well. There are rumors of attacks within the Malik embassies of a spy that people from way back when these attacks occurred referred to as Nameless. But these records went dark years ago.
The individual we're dealing with currently is a changeling who has a penchant for killing people and taking their place and pretending to be them. Essentially taking over their lives.
I think I just figured out a problem of yours.
What's that?
There's a specific race of changeling, or a specific skill set that changelings deal with here. Certain spells that acquire information, depending on how strong they are, the social level, don't work on them. I don't think we've been zone of truthing Tremlane.
Oh.
Oh.
That makes sense why all 4 of the Zone of Truths we received no indications of any relation to this project.
Fascinating.
Well, this is very unsettling indeed. If this is the case, dealing with insurgent changeling is going to be very difficult for us to put any markers out, but we would definitely be able to put at least a search out on the collections claims, and if anything, we'd be able to get the Archer squad to work on this as well. This is a very dire threat if this is someone we can't simply identify at any given time or suss information out of.
I am not sure how things work there on your end,
Mm-hmm.
but I would advise using the utmost caution and not allowing your name to be associated with this report. Feel free to use mine or the name Maud with this. This individual is already targeting Maud in our group here, and I don't intend to split from this group anytime soon. So if they target me, it should be fine.
She gave for us.
If that's the case, I'd be willing to at least indulge on this report, sever any names of other operators that are attached to this case, just to reduce the amount of liability there would be with involvement if there are still threats lingering, especially ones that are lurking within the Brave Mind Institute. I'd be more than happy to accommodate with that.
I think that would be best.
Alright, I appreciate this finding. This is very important that this was brought to our attention. We can monitor to see if this name comes back online at any point, and if it does, we should be able to track it.
Yes, please, I would like to be informed if there are any reports of movement amongst either this Nameless or the name Flail.
We do have information on the name Flail. This man by the name Flail has been with the Legion for several years now. Switched over to operating after an injury that resulted in the loss of an appendage. Was when they started working here. So at least that's what the records say.
Were you ever an operator?
Could you send me a file? The file?
Yes, I'd be more than happy
Send me
to.
the flail.
Alright, I appreciate that.
Alright, so.
I believe that is all the information we have. Unless there is more information that I have forgotten about as a player that other players would like to remind me.
Oh, what about
Clodman's just.
No, I'm
It's all
joking.
our files.
With that, yeah, you finish it up and you receive it, the file as well. What was it, the exact file you were trying to look for?
Just the file on Flail, just
Okay.
like the service record and,
Mm-hmm.
what information the Legion has that
Alright.
is available to someone of my clearance.
Okay, and so you receive this file here, and essentially it's very eerie. It's like a revisionist history kind of story about you. There's the eerie part where the very date in which Ballista went missing after the attack, that's when Flail became an operator in the story. Like, essentially taking her
Oh.
seat.
That's creepy.
And then the information ends with, it's saying the line was terminated and this character has gone offline. This operator no longer is part of the system.
I'm starting to get the impression here that Nameless was the one responsible for bringing Ballista into the outpost for experimentation, if that's the case. Because it seems so coincidental that he would take over operator status the same day that the incident happened with her.
I think there's a possibility. But at least, as long as the sources that you talk to on your phones are trustworthy, and we are still not, for all we know, telling Nameless the entire plan when you called them.
Well, I mean,
It's not as if there was much of a plan that we told. We just told Nameless
What?
things that Nameless presumably already knows that we know about him.
Mm-hmm.
So, if that was not Nameless, then we have done a service to the Legion.
And if it was nameless, then we are back where we began.
But then at the same time, if it was actually nameless, then we just didn't report anything to the Legion at all.
Yes. It's as if I had never made the phone call.
Ew.
Which
Presumably
I guess we'll,
Nameless knows that we know this information about him.
and I guess that if we didn't actually report in a legitimate way to the Legion, we'll find out one way or another. I mean, I assume that somebody else can follow up at a later date on the report. But
I mean, we could honestly just check your card balances. If you reported to Nameless and no one else, your cards wouldn't be changed.
Well, if we reported to Nameless and Nameless is working there,
then he would have the authority to do that.
yeah.
Yeah,
if
but why
Nameless
would
had
he?
taken over
Why would he give us money?
to help hide the fact that he is nameless.
To be sneaky.
So we can buy more pointless shit.
Yeah.
Honestly, he's just super entertained by how we spend our money.
I don't
He's
blame
like,
him.
yeah, please go buy another death
He want- yeah.
t-shirt.
Go
Yeah,
get
he,
another hamster.
he wants to piss off Fuzzy.
More T-shirts,
He's-
more buttons.
He's probably like slaughtered the entire like Brave Mind branch that he's in, and every time one of us calls, he
just goes to a
changes.
different.
He just
Hello?
yeah, exactly. He just I imagine he has like a switchboard. He like changes his voice every time.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, new plan then. We all call our operators at the same time.
Actually, that's not a bad idea. If
That's
we
gonna
all
be a
call our
problem
operators
for
at the
us.
same time
Yeah, it's a
and
great idea.
give the same report, like just
Mhm.
assuming
fun,
that
Andy.
No,
all
I
of
agree.
us, like word for word, give the report that I just gave to
Yeah.
mine.
If one thing you can confirm is that many of you did have different branches that you guys worked on, and you sussed that out from the operators you talked to.
Mm.
And so, like, some of these are viable. At least one person has to be a viable Brave Mind
If-
branch.
Ember, if I could have a spare phone,
I pull out like
I-
3 different kinds. And I'm like, what are you feeling?
I grab
You want Nokia brick? You want touch screen?
I grab a Razer flip phone from the
Flip
stack.
phone.
Flip phone.
a phone?
Yeah.
A flip phone.
No.
That was my code.
Wait, you have so many wait, you have multiple
I
phones?
took them from the engine gauntlet.
Oh.
She's had this
She
whole
took the whole
time.
bag
They
of
were all
phones.
in,
All
they were
of
all
them.
in Border's office.
Okay.
Yeah, there's like 100
Yeah.
phones in here. I'm like,
Ember
cool.
took all
I
of the
take all
phones
of
from
them.
the gauntlet.
Yep. But no, I would also like to, when everybody else calls, I would also like to call if there's like a general Brave Mind number and like request a new operator because of all this.
Yeah, you'd be able to do that. And so you call and you'd pull up, you'd receive a call, and an operator picks up. Hey, Brave Mind, what can I do for you?
Oh.
This is Brock.
No, it's Newark now.
We've talked to Brock before.
This is
Brock's
Embers.
mine.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
guy?
And this is Maud's conversation, right?
Yeah.
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 Oh hey.
Hey,
Hey Brock.
hi, I'm Brock.
That's your name.
What do you want?
What a hero.
Hey, so I my acquaintance and colleague Mistress just reported that somebody within Brave Mind has been not who they say, and that they've recently terminated their status within Brave Mind. That person was my operator. They went by the name of Flail. I was hoping to have a new operator assigned to me.
Well, I can be your operator.
Okay.
Yeah, it says you're currently assigned to, this. Yeah, you're assigned to a branch. Well, we don't really all, like, share one operator. You, like, get people within the branch. Normally we try to pick the same guy, but, I mean, not everyone's always at work, so. So, like,
Okay.
yeah, I mean, are you asking me to, like, move your branches or something? I can
No.
try. Well,
No.
so you do want Flail to be your operator still?
No.
Then you want to move branches?
Sure.
Okay. Well, I can do that.
Okay. I'm just
Yeah.
trying to figure out how it works.
I'm just gonna move you all over me. Yeah, it's gonna be great.
All right. Okay.
And I sent I just sent a clearance request to the operators from that branch. Oh man, they're running slow today. Normally they approve these. Oh, there they go. They approved it.
okay.
Yeah, you're all mine now.
All right. Well, Brock, thank you for your assistance, and
Yeah, Brock.
Thanks, Brock. I don't have any other questions right now, but I will look forward to working with you in the future.
Okay. Well, thanks for reporting this in. That's kind of scary.
Yeah, it's you know,
No.
it's just another day.
Oh, okay. He hangs up.
Oh God, I just like that he hangs up without even saying goodbye.
He's very formal. He's very formal, I know.
I call my operator.
Are you calling him at like the same time that Maud would talk to him?
Sure.
Hello.
Hey, is this Dudamont?
Yeah. Oh my god.
Ah, hey.
Hi, Chris.
What's up? Yeah, so I've been trying to think of a good song that you could sing, and I've really been racking my brain, and I haven't come up with anything.
I'm
yet.
glad you remembered that. I was about to put an indictment out on your account.
Yeah, it's cool, man.
It is, because, like, I was really kind of banking on you not calling.
Aw, man,
Amazing.
I've been nothing but nice to you, and you've been an asshole.
Can you say that one more time, just so I can make sure that the recorded lines are working?
I said you've been an asshole recently, and I've just been super nice to you. I'm trying to come up with a song for you, and you're just being rude.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely... I'm supposed to be helping people and not listening to music, but it is what it is.
No, but you're not listening to music, you're singing the music.
Yeah, okay. You've proven me wrong. What do you have?
So, like, I don't know, man. There's not too many songs with, like, that would be easy to replace a word since your name is 3 fucking syllables.
You know what? Turn it. Turn it. I'm sexy back.
Did what? Amazing. Maybe we
I'm
need to
waiting.
change classes
Yeah,
so we
I
can
don't
get
know,
more.
man.
Got me.
I just wanted to call and check in and see how your life was.
Well, now that you called in, I guess I can cancel my idle threat.
Your
Hey.
what?
Any reports that need to be written down, or are we all good?
I think we're good.
Okay.
I just wanted to. How's the wife and kids?
I'm gay.
How's the husband and kids?
I'm not dating anyone.
Oh.
Yeah, because you're married.
Are you interested in dating someone? I have some friends that I could introduce you to.
I'm gonna be completely honest, man. Like, I'm just saying things to get you to hang up at this point.
Ah, man. Why?
I don't want to be having this conversation, like, at all.
Okay, but get this. Have you ever thought, like, I want to date some dude, but I don't
You hear an
necessarily...
audible sigh through the
I
receiver.
just keep going. I completely ignore the sign.
Uh,
Have you ever thought, like...
I'm
You're
gonna
the sound
call.
Have you ever thought you...
Andrew,
about,
I'm
like,
gonna call. I'm gonna call.
okay.
Have you ever thought about, like, I want to date a guy, but, like, I don't necessarily want him to look the same every day? Well, do I have a great option for you? I have this buddy who can change his face at will. You don't like the way he looks one day, you just say, yo, bitch, change your face, and he changes it.
My records show you are traveling with a changeling.
Yeah. You want to date him?
Let me look him up. You get on the phone, and a different operator opens.
Okay.
Hey, this is Donovan.
Hi Donovan, this is Asia Melody. I was needing to talk to Dudamont. It's very important. I was hoping you could patch me through.
What's wrong with me?
I just have something specific that I need to talk to him about.
Something cool. I bet it was really interesting. That's okay. Let me just.
This man's heart is broken.
Sorry.
He appears to be busy right now. Is there
Oh.
anything I can do?
Is there any way, like, he can put the other person on hold or something?
And so back to this conversation here. Like, I don't know, man. He doesn't look like he'd be into me.
I mean, he's kind of dumb. You could probably, like, just convince him to be into you.
Okay,
One time, one of my friends convinced him to,
I'm
like,
getting a
chop
beep.
her arm off.
I'm getting a beep from another one of my branch mates. I do actually think I'm needed somewhere else.
No, I think it's just my buddy Melody. You're fine.
I'm gonna hang up.
Okay, I'll go back in a few minutes. Love you, bye.
Hangs up. You're patched into Dudamont.
Hey Dudamont, sorry about Chris. I just was trying to get you off the line with him.
I mean, it's fine. It's just my perfect record.
Cool.
And then I would just update him on, like, the report. Like,
Okay,
what
you
we
update on
talked
the
about
report as
doing.
well?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. That's pretty harrowing stuff, but looks like you've already been approved for a reinstatement on your card.
Yeah.
So that's been approved already by the lead.
Awesome. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that it was also notated on.
Oh no, I'll make sure it's
on that side.
notated.
Okay.
According to this, yeah, there are several other notes that are being made through different branches as well, according to your team. This will all be noted. Alright, anything else I can do for you?
Nope, that'll be it. Thank you.
Hey, Melody, right?
Yeah.
Like, can I just, like, swap him to a different branch? Or, like, you think he'll be upset if I do that?
I'm probably, but it'd be really funny, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah, harassment's real funny. I'm gonna...
No, I mean, like, it would be funny to see him be, like, slightly upset about it. Like, I'm saying, like, do it.
Alright.
That's fine.
Hangs up.
I call back. The minute I see her hang up the phone, I call back.
God damn it, Hostel. Leave him alone.
Hey there, Shug. What can I do for you
Hey, where's Dudamont?
Dude, Ma. What do you mean? It's just little old me over here.
I want to talk to Dudamont.
This is Daphne.
Hi, Daphne. How's it going? Let me talk to Dudamont.
I'm afraid there's no one in this branch named Dude, Ma.
He transferred him immediately.
He had his finger on the button.
I just hang up.
Ready.
Melody, you fucking asshole. Ahmad, by the way, I think I might be working on getting you a date set up.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it kind of sounded like you were talking about me.
Yeah. You interested in a dude that, like, hates everything?
I don't think he hates everything. I think he just hates you.
I mean, he doesn't sound very fun.
I mean, he's just kind of grumpy.
I mean,
but
he
maybe
just pranked the fuck out of Hostel. That was pretty fun.
He
Well-
might just need some good old-fashioned loving.
I'm going to be the person that says that a lot of people are in danger and this is a strange conversation.
Well, I mean, you know,
I do.
you're not wrong.
I really do.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, I mean, it kind of sounds like you lost all contact with him anyway.
Oh, it's fine. I can get a hold of him.
Can you though?
Oh yeah, easy.
Okay. All right. Well, keep me posted, I guess.
Wait, so you're interested?
I'm kind of indifferent, but I'm curious to see where this will go.
All right.
We are here to save his girlfriend!
I'll set up a date for you.
She's not.
Love is a
She's
spectrum
not
club, man.
She's not my.
Well, it means she's taken!
She's not. No, she's not my girlfriend.
She's a tree.
She's just a close friend.
That is the spectrum.
Let's not
True.
call her a tree anymore. She's a person.
This is very rude.
I
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
was gonna say, like, Clavin, we just had a conversation where you referred to her as the tree like 10 times.
That is all I've known her as.
You can. I guess that's fair. Just
I did not know this was a person until I talked to you.
just call her Ballista.
Okay.
That's her name.
I can do that.
Okay.
So, with these conversations with the operators wrapping up, you begin discussing essentially your next step forward here.
Oh, yours is
Indy's is Daphne.
okay. So that, I thought that seemed. Hey, can I text Fuzzy?
You can text him
Yeah.
if you want.
I just want to shoot him a text.
Yeah.
It's basically like, hey, we're back on Terran. Just wanted to check in, see how things were going on your end.
Okay. So you send the message out in that
Yeah.
direction. It takes a long time for the message to finally send. Like it's either he's out of service or like there's something blocking it, but it does eventually send.
Okay.
No immediate response though.
Okay.
But you did send the message, did go through.
Cool.
Alright. With those messages out of the way, what's everybody doing?
I have some stuff I need to do, in town. Is like where are we planning to go? Don't you have to go back?
Yes, I need to visit my office. I've got a package waiting for me.
Maybe we can go there, get some stuff updated, and make a game plan.
Sure. Yeah,
I mean-
you guys can go there.
Yeah.
What is wrong?
Oh,
No one else is asking.
nothing. I'm not gonna go.
What if we try to find Udamon? What if we?
That is where Plutamon lives. He lives in the capital.
There's bigger things at play here that I can't.
We've been talking about Plutamon for 15 minutes. Why did this sudden change of heart?
It's one thing to talk to someone in the capital. It's another to actually be there.
You're just nervous about being seen. I mean, you still have Fuzzy on your side.
I just can't go.
Like, look, man. I think I know what this is about.
I don't think you do.
Well,
You love doing mullet.
look. I know that you're trying to set me up with Dudamont, and you probably you're probably nervous because you actually like him and you're trying to deflect your emotions. But
That's it.
but I mean, I think that we should, like, if you're really interested in it, we should go talk to him.
That's not even kind of what this is about.
Okay, bullshitting aside, I get that you don't like the Legion. I don't like the Legion. That being said, we do have a greater goal here, and sometimes you just gotta suck it up. Because
It's not about sucking it up. It's about my life's in fucking danger. All right, you guys go. I'll catch up with you when you're done.
Can you turn invisible? Or did I make that up?
I mean, I can. Like, considering the person that I evidently fucking pissed off, I don't think being invisible is gonna do anything.
Oh yeah, because the Celestians back.
oh, I fucking forgot about that.
I didn't know if you were just teasing or didn't know, Kyle.
Yeah, no, I.
We're
Well,
just
Ma
dicks.
doesn't know. Ma doesn't know.
Yeah, no, I would
Yeah,
know,
we
but
don't
I-
know. None of us know.
Yeah, but Kyle, completely forgot about that too.
Yeah,
Now
I mean,
remember.
also I know like you're not like in with the Legion, but I'm pretty sure having Fuzzy on your side is fine. Like, what do you mean? Who did you piss off?
I just, you know, you guys can go. I'll go hang out in Palegrass. I'll catch up with you.
I mean, I'm not really comfortable splitting up, to be honest.
I mean, it's not like we haven't split up before.
Yeah, I mean,
Exactly.
you guys-
Look what happened last time.
You guys need to go back to the capital to get Mistress's shit. So like,
Nobody is safe by themselves right now.
I don't.
The person that they change can be anybody.
I don't
It's true.
need the entire group in order to run an errand.
Look, I will.
If just one person wants to go
Yeah.
with me, I simply need to stop in at my office, take something, and I can leave. But it's not like I.
I can go with you.
Okay.
Yeah,
So should-
Hustle. I'll go with you back to Pelgrass.
Should we simply meet the rest of you back at Palegrass? Does that work for you, Hostel?
yeah, I mean, it doesn't really matter too much. I can't go to the capital.
And look, I'm sorry if I came across as like I was teasing or being harsh. Clearly, there's more going on than I know about.
I mean, honestly, you're good. I'm not upset with anyone. I know what's happened, and I cannot be seen in the capital. So
That's fine. And if you don't want to talk about it, you've got your reasons. I mean, I think we all have our secrets, and I respect that.
So then to GBB.
let's do it.
Let's
Gotta go get me a bacon rib. and a
Glorious.
beer.
Bacon rib.
glorious bar and bacon ribs.
Alright. It's at this point you guys do the eerie walk back through the Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, we're
I
still,
assume you reported to the
like surrounded
Legion
by.
about the outpost and the state it's in right now?
Yes.
Okay, let's
Yes.
just assume you did, yeah.
I
For what it's worth, I actually see way too many times. Oh. You have another?
I didn't feel bad about it. Yeah, I did my math wrong, and instead of thinking I needed half a lime per drink, I thought I needed 2 limes per drink. I have 4 times as many limes as
What's
I
going
I'm
on?
like, we're just
So
fixing
you
the
just-
sheet.
I'm just saying.
it's pretty. It's pretty
Sit
sick.
I
down.
have more limes at home. I did not bring them all.
Do you,
I get
Andrew? Are you proud that I remembered that random ass
I'm
conversation?
glad you remember
happened
that and
months
not
ago?
the pussy thing. No, I'm really looking forward to you waltzing into the Capitol. Though.
Yeah, no.
I'm really looking forward to it.
Ain't happening. I will say the minute we separate from Mistress, I'll probably tell whoever's with me.
Well, at this point, you guys make your way back through this cave, and you find your way to the train gate that leads to essentially back to the normal train gates throughout the city. You guys warp back to New Atlanta, or anywhere specific you guys want to warp to? You want to?
Yeah, no, just back to Palegrass as far as
Beer.
glorious beer and beer.
Okay. If that's the case, you guys, well, with this one, it's kind of like a fixed spot. It takes you to the New Atlanta one. And then you'd be able to use the actual, the tramway to pick the specific, because this is just a standing gate like the one you took you to Jonas. It's not a station full of moving cars and stuff like the other one is. Going to New Atlanta, you're at an impasse between three people. Cloudman going to Jonas, people going to the Capitol, and everyone else going to the bar. Cloudman looks at everyone here and says, I do not know if or when I will see you all again.
I'll
cry
He just starts crying.
It's not sad.
I'll say, come here, you big gangly bitch, and I'll give Cloudman a hug.
Gangly.
Yeah. It just means you're tall. That's all.
He's right.
I was about to say I do not even own a gang.
We're your gang.
This is the nicest thing you've said to me.
Fuck you, Cloud Man. I say this I often.
You forgot the little accent that I taught you.
Fuck you.
See, I win at the end.
Asshole.
I win. Anyways.
I just splash water on him.
Oh, Dolly, why are you wet? Where did you get that?
I don't know.
Where did you get the water?
I want to go ahead and say, I wish things could have gone differently, and I wish there were not as many circumstances. But this was not a loss. We won, right?
Yeah.
And I don't. As long as I am on your side, I'll make sure you do not lose. So with that, I will use this system and hope I do not get electrocuted.
I mean, it worked once, right?
I suppose.
Yeah.
Hi, Cloudy.
Goodbye, friends. Melody man. I enjoyed the jokes. I never found the tiger. I will leave my legacy to you. Indy man. Don't tell anybody about me drinking.
Okay.
This is embarrassing.
Okay.
Chrisman,
We're gonna tell everyone.
you'll never forget me. It is stuck with you now.
I'm fucking trying, man.
Emberman. You, I don't,
Don't have to use words. It's okay.
he hugs you. Thank you for fighting that family with me at the game. You are one half of a man of Eris. I am the other. I'll see you again.
I feel like we should have like a cool like Man of Air's handshake, but I don't know.
I'm going to leave.
Okay. Okay, that's fair.
I have said my cool thing, I'm leaving.
Bye, Cloud.
Cloudman, are you okay? Your bones are shaking again.
He's anxious to walk through the train.
Yeah, he's terrified. Anyway, Cloudman leaves the party.
Oh.
And with that, you guys split up between you guys. The Capitol is a different type of gate versus all the others. One that the public simply doesn't just go through. And so you guys make your way to an upper floor inside this big building, whereas everybody else makes their way to Pelgrass. We're gonna go ahead and do the Capitol people first. That's okay? Just a smaller group.
No!
Can we do the
Oh,
Pelgrass
sorry.
people first while I mix drinks?
Yeah, I suppose. Well, let's. Okay.
Yeah, if you want to do capital people, I can
No,
mix
it's fine.
drinks while you.
No, it's fine.
Palgris.
Huh?
Paligras.
Palgris.
Paligras.
You feel the rush of the train gates make you appear inside this, essentially an identical building, but
Yeah.
as far as you're aware, according to the signs that are on the overhead displays, you are in Palegrass, Mississippi. Everybody that is in this cart make a wisdom saving throw.
This isn't against the spell, is it?
You're not. No.
17 for me.
Hang on. Gotta remember what
So
my-
9.
Sad, juiceless
Good.
limes.
So almost a 17.
Great job, Annie.
That would be a
19.
19?
nat 1, which would be a 6.
That's pretty good.
As you enter in here and you off board the tram of this station here, a ringing occurs in everyone's ears. A very much louder ringing than when you guys left. For Maud and Hostel, it's like a wave of not dementia. Freaking what's it called? Vertigo. I don't know why. You forget everything.
Who are you?
A wave of vertigo essentially hits you here. You kind of see your vision double for just a second. You clench your face and you wipe it off. But that was heavy. That was really heavy. Ember, for an instant, your mind, your essentially vision goes dark for just a second.
Whoa.
During that time, you hear the sound of a large winch being pulled out,
A winch?
like a lever being pulled from one position to another.
My nightmare.
After that noise happens, you pop your eyes open, you're fine.
Do I remember it?
You remember that happening, and you didn't even feel dizzy. Like, you heard the noise, it didn't. Cloudman's chattering is so loud, you hear it from the
Cloudman, shut the
It's
fuck
like
up!
he's still here.
Thank you, Christmas.
Mod changes into Cloudman.
Like-
Begins
Oh
shouting.
no.
Yeah, it didn't even affect you whatsoever, but you did hear that. As you guys kind of get your bearings out, and kind of at this point, just it feels like you're in the vicinity of an old TV that's just running after off the air. You look over and you see Indy, who's just kind of vacantly staring forward, with her mouth kind of agape.
I slap her in the face.
I thought about saying that too.
Yeah, and it snaps you back into it. Once you snap back in, you feel this dizzy streak. Your eyes but double, and essentially what they were going through here, and just this low background noise of very, very just faintly in the back of your head. Everyone can hear that except for Ember.
I can't hear that?
Like, because of the lever, maybe?
I think at this point, well,
Is it raining?
as we leave the train gate, I do want to tell the group why I couldn't go to the Capitol.
Okay, old bitch.
Okay, so let's
So
go
I
ahead and do
need
that.
does everyone remember why I can't?
No.
I do,
Okay.
but yeah.
Well, I mean, go and explain. This is
Okay.
role playing.
Yeah, so
What?
the main
shit.
reason I can't go back to the Capitol, Maud, do you remember when we went and visited the Celestian, and like we had to like basically give the Celestian favors to get the magical items we were asking for?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I got that black ring around my wrist for getting Melody's fucking magic armor.
Yeah.
Cloudman took it off for me. And then basically the Celestian visited me in a vision and told me that he wasn't ever gonna let me just roam the capital again.
Oh, that's pretty serious.
Yeah. And the main reason I didn't want to say it in front of everyone was because it seemed like Mistress worked for him or liked him or something. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
They're bone
Yeah,
buddies.
so
They work for the same facility. They're essentially like floor mates.
They bone it.
I mostly just wanted to make. I didn't want to like cause her to hate me more than she already does. I think. So.
I mean, I appreciate you being honest with us, and that makes a hell of a lot of sense. So, yeah, I'll keep that in mind.
But with that, make a perception check, everybody.
Yeah.
Not everybody.
12.
But everybody in Pelgrass.
14. Okay.
We did.
That's gonna be an 8.
8. Okay.
13.
Maud is finishing up essentially during this time, trying to lead the group out. But everyone else gets this weird feeling as they are here in Palegrass, or not. It's just still on the train gate. The station is very empty, very quiet. There's no one around. The people that are around are very lethargic and slow.
I wouldn't. Okay, never mind. I was gonna say I'd like to talk to one of these people, but obviously I don't see it. So.
Well, I mean, you see the people, you just don't necessarily notice.
Right, I would have no reason to just like talk to a
Yeah.
random person.
What time of day is it?
Right now,
Oh, you know.
it's the morning. You guys left straight from Denron to the facility and then to here, so it's the morning.
How long did it take us to get here?
Instantly. Well, from when?
Yeah, from whenever we left.
I mean, the train gate goes instantly, so it's only been like maybe a couple hours of talking to since you guys woke up in the morning. It's probably around 10, maybe 11.
Okay.
You know the exact time, I guess. Say it's 10 o'clock.
I know exactly what time it
It's
is.
10:16.
What time's the sunset?
Yeah. So you know that.
All right. So what's going on with these people?
They're hung up. Or...
Me from experience.
I love that Indy's so confident. Like I know that look.
Yeah, been there.
I mean, as a person who's lived here, I guess I have no other reason to believe you, but cool.
What are you talking about?
Look at them. They're all like fucking lethargic and shit.
Oh. Well, I mean, it's morning. They probably haven't had their coffee yet.
At 10 o'clock?
I mean, Belgrade seems like kind of a party town, you know.
Right.
Andrew, as like someone's like walking past us, can I do a detect magic on them?
Yeah. Takes a little bit. Some dude, one of the floor cleaners at the building, stumbles past you guys. If you want to do that, is that a touch spell?
I don't think so. No.
Okay.
It's just for the duration within 30 feet of me.
Okay, it's casting
I get
detect
the sense of-
magic.
Can it be a touch spell?
This.
If I want it to be.
No. No
It's
magic.
not. No? Okay.
All right.
Let's go find
Aside from the
Glorious
peers
and
that
see
are
if
around
he
you.
notices anything.
Okay. So leaving the ability here, you guys are at the train gate center just north of Glorious Barton Battle. Where did you guys say you were wanting to go?
South.
Glorious Barn Battle.
You guys are actually want to go to Glorious?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
Gotta go get
That's
our
like
morning
home
beer.
base.
Her morning beer.
Yeah.
Gotta get
Gotta
my
mix it with a little bit of OJ.
gotta get my breakfast of
That'd be
bacon
nice.
ribs.
Bacon rib. Anyway, you guys begin the descent down, and it's the festival's over and all that, but yeah, the streets are very, very quiet. The sky is overcast right now, and it's slightly colder than normal. Like it should be pretty hot and muggy right now, but it's just very, very just murky in the atmosphere right now. It doesn't necessarily look like it's about to rain, but the sky just has this faint haze about it.
Would I know if this kind of thing has happened in Palegrass before?
Mhm.
Since I'm from here.
Being from here, this weather's not common in summer. Like, not at all.
Okay. Y'all, what the fuck?
Oh, you live here.
As you guys descend down the streets, you make the familiar trek to the bar, this 3-story tall building on the corner here. And you guys walk inside. And we're going to jump to Melody and Mistress.
Sad day, we're about to get to beer.
Glorious beer and bacon.
Everybody, you guys move to the top floor of the train gate, and you guys transfer into the capital of the LOA. You peer outside of the train gate there, and you exit into this essentially like massive plaza, sectioned off from the rest of the world by these large barriers that you can only assume cloaks it, just like New Atlanta was cloaked from the outside as well. You see the different large stations of the building, the Calamity Project, the Brave Mind Center, the Collections Agency, the Master Barracks, or the Grand Barracks, and multiple of others. You'd be able to make your way over to the Calamity Project at this time, if that's where you're going.
Mistress will go to her office.
Okay.
And see if the object she requested has arrived.
Absolutely. And you guys are traveling together, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you guys travel in, you guys go into the building. Mistress brings you up these familiar steps that you took when you were on your errand run the last time. When
Nope,
You,
I wasn't there.
you were there with Fisty? Oh, this is brand new to you.
this place is crazy.
Like, it really is just like a different piece of the planet here. This place is designed differently.
I would also mention to you, probably just as we're like walking there or whatever, that I have an item that I'd like to get fixed. It's not like magical in nature, so I don't think it should be too dramatic. But I don't know if on our way to pick that up, we could like drop that off somewhere.
Does Mistress know of a place here in the CCP that might do some light maintenance?
Yeah, I would let you know it's the radio.
Maintenance?
Thanks.
Make an intelligence check. Do it with advantage, because you know the place.
Not sure Mistress can do that. That would be an 18.
18?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, the Garnet Wing is a less magical based wing and more of an overall just kind of emerging Sojin to a technology wing that is on the first floor of the CCP. That you know, if anyone here can have that expertise, they would have it.
Mistress will reroute to the Garnet Wing first.
Oh shit!
And try to introduce Melody to somebody who can help her.
Okay. As you guys are going down here, Melody, as you're walking in this direction, you feel a little bit of pressure just on your hand. Like something grabbed it.
I'm gonna like try to like reach like to see if I can like grab like some sort of hand.
Reach down and you grab someone's hand that's holding onto yours.
Oh, it's like a person
Yeah.
that's there? Oh, okay, I thought I was
A little girl has come up and grabbed your hand, essentially.
Hi there.
This this tiny child, maybe anywhere between 5 and 7, not that old at all, just looks up at you with these doe eyes, this long straight black hair, and just holding your hand, and it's just kind of staring
I could be some. I could
openly
be
just
some
up at you now.
Hey, hi little one. What's your name?
The child doesn't respond.
Does Mistress recognize
Yeah,
the girl?
this is the child from.
That's the
from
Celestians
before.
kid, right?
This is the Celestia, the kid that
I don't know that, but Kayla knows that.
that Fauna brought back to the Celestia.
I don't know that, but I know.
Yeah, solid.
And the kid just kind of looks at the both of you, and after a couple awkward seconds of holding, lets go, and runs off. It's very quiet. Makes like no foot noises as it's running by.
That's the Celestian's little girl.
Ah, she's interesting.
You guys proceed towards the Garnet Wing. When you make your way into this area here, Mistress, you run into an individual you've met before, whether through training or passing through the hallways of the laboratories. You would be able to direct Melody to them, and then Melody would direct you, or would be directed to someone that could possibly look in this. And at that time, you probably do you stick with her, or do you split off to go check out your?
I'll stick together with Melody.
Okay.
Like, the entire purpose of bringing her along is in case of Nameless.
All right.
So
You are brought to this one office that is essentially just like this deconstructed Radio Shack, just filled to the brim with ruined electronics and whatnot. There's an individual here with these heavy gloves and this grease-covered face and these goggles over them here that's tinkering with a piece of a machine here that's working away. The individual brings you into the room with him. The figure looks up and is like, "Hey, is that I don't think I've met either of you. Who do I have the pleasure of sorry, I just woke up. Who do I have the pleasure of hanging with today?"
my name is Mistress.
Oh, Mistress. Oh, yeah, you're one of the upper wings, right?
Yes.
I've heard of you.
Melody.
Melody, you're not.
She's a
Oh.
colleague.
Okay. I don't recognize no Melody. Interesting.
I was.
Name's Broadway. What can I do for you?
It's wonderful to meet you. I was hoping, Broadway, that you could take a look at an item that I have and see if it is fixable.
Oh, is it a magical item?
Oh
of
no,
sorts,
it's
or-
just it's just radio. Here, let me show you, and I'll dig it out
Okay.
and show it to him, and I'll say for a long time all it played was static didn't connect, and then it was able to connect one day to a frequency, and then it hasn't worked since. I was hoping you could take a look at it.
Well, I mean, I guess this is the least I can do, yeah.
Thank you.
Picks up this machine, looks around for a second, and he looks and turns to the back of it here. He's like, that's odd. He does some very, this is a little outside of my expertise. This technology is from Malik. Which not to say I can work on this, I don't always necessarily have the parts. You have to order, when you're trying to repair from a certain place, there are parts made differently, and
Right.
us not being in league with Malik right now, it's a little difficult to get parts for this. Not to say I still can't diagnose the problem. Okay. And it's at this point he pulls out a driver and busts out the back of this machine here. Okay. Well, I see your problem. And he turns the machine around to you and shows you the back interface of it. There's nothing inside of it.
So it's just missing like a power source, or
It's like, yeah, there's no wires or anything inside of it. It's like, it's nothing in here.
I'd like to change what I said to you originally. I think this might be a magic item.
Oh, well, I don't sense any magic from this thing. I mean, the only
Maybe it had magic. Is there a way to know that if it used to?
give me a moment. And at this
Okay.
point, he starts disassembling different
I
parts
thought
of
you
the
were
back of this
sighing
machine
or
here.
gasping.
And it gets to the point, it's like, aside from the inside of this being gutted the way it is, there is a bit of a slightly weird issue here. It's these screws that are holding in the back of this machine. Like I said, they have to be from Malik, because I don't recognize these designs anywhere, but I don't even recognize the material of these screws. The issue is, one of them's missing. And you said this radio always worked, or?
It did for a long time. I had a friend years ago, and it would make sense that it would be made from Malik because he was from there, and he used to listen to it. And then when I would try to connect to a frequency after he left, I wasn't able to. But recently it did connect, and then it hasn't worked since.
Interested. And do you know if all the parts were here before it stopped working?
As far as I'm aware, nothing's changed about it.
Make an intelligence check for me.
Oh, great. Oh, great. Melody is wonderful at this. It's gonna be a no from you, boss.
What is it?
It's a 7.
7? As far as you're aware, like, you don't necessarily know all the little bits and pieces of this. You don't know if anything fell out. The guy sitting here looks to you, he's like, all I know is that there is a screw missing from the back of this.
Okay.
You wouldn't happen to know where that went, just in case this was an issue that happened before?
I don't know. It looks the same to me. I never noticed.
Okay. I can't do much in repairing this until I know what this machine was dealing with before it broke down. But I can try my best.
Okay.
The issue is, right now, I can try to recreate one of these screws. I can't order it. There's nothing like this within our markets. So I'd have to try to build it by hand.
Okay.
It's going to take a week or 2. Maybe longer. Or you can find the screw and we can work from there.
Okay. Is it possible for me to like have your contact information? You can keep it, and can I start ruminating on that? And then if I'm able to figure something else out, I can call you and come back and pick it up.
Well, absolutely. I don't get a lot of friendly calls. I suppose I can take that offer.
That's concerning.
Okay, that would be great. I'll give him my information.
Yeah, and so he takes it down, he puts it into his phone, and he gives it to you as well. His information is like, if you will you want me to hold on to this radio, or
Yeah, go. Well, if I found the screw, is it something? Do you think that I could easily put back together, or is it something that I would need to bring the screw?
Yeah,
back to you
screwdriver would be easy to put back together. It's
Okay.
just a screw.
Okay.
But that might not even be the issue. I'm just saying, this, from what it's looking like in this machine here, a lot of this works on a circuit. And this is an old radio. The circuit kind of runs throughout the machine. The screws kind of work as a part of a connector for the circuit. And if one is missing, I can understand why it wouldn't work. Because the circuit's not finished.
Okay. Is there any way you can like take a look at one of the screws and like examine it to where you would be able to start making one, and then I can also take it with me and look around and see if I can find it?
Of course, I can do that. It's
Okay.
just a small fee, of course, I charge for my services.
Oh,
I
that's
do.
totally fine.
I do work on commissions, after all.
That's totally fine. I've got I have a credit line. I'm happy to.
I'd say for recreating Malik technology, this is probably going to be around $80.
Okay, yeah, that's no problem.
Oh yeah, no problem. I can send you a bill through your phone, and I have your information.
Yeah, that's great. And if there's any way you can rush it a little bit, I'm happy to pay an extra fee.
I only work as fast as I can. I mean, if I figure out a way to do it, I mean, this is my rate of charge, and I don't want to charge you more than I have to.
Okay.
I have no reason to slow down or speed up for anyone in particular.
That's fair. Okay.
All right. Well, mistress, I hope you do well with the muckities up there. Melody, I hope to see you later.
I can promise you will.
All right. Well, I think this conversation's over. And he slides his goggles back down. His trail of sweat is pushed down his face. And he goes back to messing with this piece of a robot arm that he was essentially disassembling beforehand.
Alright, you have a nice day. And Mistress will walk out of the room.
Alright, walking out of the room, you'd be able to, at that point, ascend up to the Amethyst Wing to your office. Being at the Amethyst Wing, you would see there are essentially a series of parcels that are put at the foot of your door.
Okay.
Opening them up, you would see that they're ingredients that you requested.
I mean, it was just one thing.
Oh, it was just one? Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was two.
It was an eyeball inside of a platinum vial.
Okay, yeah, that's right. Oh, this is for your aberrant.
Yeah. It has a specific monetary cost associated with it, so I can't just use my wand to
Yeah,
make up
yeah,
for
yeah.
it. So.
Alright, so that takes it, and you have the eye. It's this kind of demonic eye within this vial here. And it's very unpleasant to look at.
Mistress will smile.
Especially since it's looking back at you.
Oh, and I will text Melody at least and say like, hey, that static shit is hitting Palegrass, so just be careful.
Oh, that
whenever
should
you
be
get
hitting.
here.
The shit be hit.
Maybe trying to give like the help action when they have to make their wisdom save if they like
Okay.
know it's coming.
Okay.
Pale grass shit hits different.
Okay, I would text back and with like a thumbs up, and then I would say, hey, you haven't noticed like a loose screw around, have you?
What the fuck? Can I make a history check?
Yeah.
A loose screw check?
I swear
Is
I
that,
like
is that all you say to him, or what?
initially, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
It's kind of how our fucking idiot brains work.
That's a 12.
12.
Do I
I don't
remember
even know what
seeing any
I'm
loose
not
screws
necessarily
around?
sure what she's referencing, but I mean, you put some pieces together and you might think it's like from her radio. And the last time you saw the radio was in Puerto.
It's time to go back to
I mean, maybe it's in Puerto. I don't know. That's all I text back.
I just respond, okay.
K.
Alright.
Hate people who respond.
With that, is there anything else within
It's not like I text them.
Okay.
within the laboratories
That's
or within the capital that you guys are wanting to accomplish right now?
I think that's everything
Mhm.
Mistress needed to do. So.
With that in mind, you travel back to the gates. You take the gates to Palegrass, Mississippi. Both of you make wisdom saving throws, as you mentioned.
Yeah.
Did we get the help for hostile alerting us?
For for this specific thing that's going on, just go ahead and roll for now.
And you said wisdom.
It was worth a shot.
That's 4.
It
And I
took
would
me
have
3.
told you about it beforehand as well.
Yeah, you enter in and immediately, like, you hear, like, this loud of just, like, your blood vessels in your head just kind of pulsing, and then you almost keel
So
over from this wave of vertigo that hits you, and then you're like, oh, what the hell? And then sure enough, you hear this faint, like, far in the back of your mind.
Is that both of us that happens to?
Melody is just staring blankly forward here.
Oh.
With her mouth agape and just kind of this scared expression on her face. And is not emoting or reacting or moving right now. She's stunned.
Mistress will try to shake her out of it, like rouse her, shake her.
Okay, if you snap her out of it, yeah. All of a sudden, Melody just had this small...
Actually, that's not how Mistress would do it. Mistress would just walk up and slap her.
Okay.
Hell yeah!
Slap. Sure enough, snaps you in here and just almost keels you over here. You feel like a wave of nausea even hits you here.
Throw up.
You stumble and you kind of... it takes a minute for your vision to correct itself and you hear it. Just
You know, if Mistress and Hustle didn't have such diametrically opposed views, they'd probably get along really well.
I thought during that one game, Mistress like, I am fascinated with Hostile.
Yeah, Mistress is fascinated with Hostile.
That's all.
And Mistress has also grown to hate Hostile. The fascination is still there.
Okay, awesome. But you are in Palegrass at this time.
Okay.
What are you guys doing?
I guess we'll go to GBB.
You
This
made
is
your
a
way.
very we're already shit-faced.
Okay,
We're just like,
the group of people.
No. Mistress hasn't been to Palegrass, has she?
No.
This is pale grass, and I'll like give her the.
Very empty town. You do see it's kind of a what is it called? Overcast day. It's not beautiful outside, and that affects the town at the same time. Nothing is necessarily beautiful or eye-catching about this place. It's just a kind of a midday barren town. Very clustered businesses, no homes in the downtown area here. So you guys were able to make your way, following Melody to this
Making our way.
to this facility. While this is happening, way before this is happening, you guys enter the bar here, and whether it's not even bustling at this time yet, but there's really not anybody in here. No one participating in the game. There's some people sitting at the table, but as you guys walk in, there's this fella. This big fella that's scrubbing the bars from the side here and turns like, hey! Welcome to Glorious Bar and Battle! What's going on, you guys? Hey there. Well, have a seat anywhere. I'll be with you in just a moment.
See,
Is that Glorious?
Yeah,
he cannot. Yeah,
But he doesn't remember us.
The Glorious
it
is...
seems like he doesn't.
Glorious goes back to wiping the...
I'll approach Glorious and say hey, we're back.
You go up and tell me to turn to, and he gives you this kind of confused look on his face, and it takes him a second to respond here. Not necessarily like he's thinking, but it's like his conversation lags a little bit. It's very... And he goes, yeah, of course, have a seat. I'll catch up with you in just a moment.
Okay.
Make an insight check.
Don't trust the
Yeah.
music.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it fucking is.
It's the guitar. It's the guitar
changeling.
riff.
No, there's different music for him.
Mom, did you forget to switch back to your normal face?
No, I did.
theory, because
Oh, he's freaking... He's
so
Alan.
No, last session I was pretty sure there was a point where I said
I
after the
assumed you
battle.
changed that.
That was
After-
mostly a joke
after
as to
precaution.
why. That was
Yeah.
mostly a
That
joke as
is
to why he didn't recognize
solid.
us. Just
I
Mod
think
walks in as
another
Alan.
option is
Just
the
Hey, Alan.
Who's this?
Glorious.
Oh my God.
Nothing.
That'd be really funny. I rolled a 6, so
last
6?
time,
yeah.
and
It's-
people,
I
it's
don't-
like they
you
just,
don't
like,
understand.
totally, like,
Well, he
embrace,
seems to-
like, wiped him.
He seems to be
Like,
friendly
he's
towards you. He's like,
really
yeah.
He's
just
friendly with
sit down, I'll
everyone.
catch up with you in a minute.
Okay.
And it's happening
Glorious is
before.
very just kind of dumb face. It's really hard.
But I do like.
for him to like not
I'm afraid of
be
that.
truthful about his emotions. It's just weird. He's just very like, yeah, go sit down.
Okay.
He's
I'll
wiping the counter here.
I'll go ahead and find a table that has enough seats for everyone, and also Melody and Mistress, assuming they're going to be here soon, and we'll take a seat.
All right. As you guys sit down here, after a few minutes, Glorious goes behind the empty bar, pours drink and gives it to one of the other patients that's kind of sitting here with his hands just kind of on his temples like this. What are you guys doing? I was like, everyone just leaves. They go home. Goodbye.
It's like, if Glorious doesn't remember us, I don't want to be here.
Fuck this. No thanks.
Anyway. You guys, and then after he serves that guest, he comes over. It's like, so what's going on with everyone? How's it hanging?
A little to the left.
Go away, girl, like a nut.
Yeah.
I like that. That's a good one.
Thanks.
So what's going on? Can I get you anything to eat? What are we doing?
Order bacon ribs, obviously.
Bacon ribs. I like it. We're kitchen's down right now.
Oh.
I do have drinks going right
They
now.
can be raw, I don't care.
No, like,
No.
We can cook them.
Drinks. Drinks.
I can. It's gonna take a little bit. If that's, I gotta fire up the stove. I'm a little short staffed right now.
Wine and
Why?
beer.
Giving the people the day off, you know.
Are people are they sick or?
What do you mean?
Can I make
What?
an insight check on them
Yeah.
too?
Well, if it just if it seems like you have a lot of staff out. I mean, are they on vacation or are they?
Nice. Natural 20.
He doesn't remember you guys. He is faking it. He's pretending like you regulars.
Glorious, what's going on?
What do you mean? Well, it's just a staff issue right now. A lot of people ask off at once, and I got a little thing like, yeah.
No, what's going on?
I'm good. What's going on with you?
Glorious.
We think that he's putting on a front for a reason.
What?
Yeah, it's called
What's wrong?
service.
Are you okay?
What's my name?
I hated serving when people remember me. I'm like,
It's like
Well,
great.
it's also
You
saying
are.
meta. Do we think that he's
You
being
see
watched?
him at this point, really worriedly.
I
Put out there.
He kind of squints at you, and then you see his eyes his eyebrows kind of point upwards,
I mean,
and
he got a nat 20.
he smiles to himself and looks down. He's like, oh my god, Chris,
Okay.
Indy, hey, you guys are back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the?
That was weird.
Hey man.
What's up?
Hey, what's going on?
Oh no, I should, man, I gotta go get around. Give me 1 second. Goes and gets like a thing of tanker and starts slapping him down.
Oh,
Where'd everyone go? You got a couple people with you that aren't here right now. You're gonna start still afraid of me, are you?
Melody should be here anytime, and we've got a new friend.
Oh, wonderful! I'd love to see her. I heard about
Fisty.
I know you guys are. I'm sure still pretty shook up about that. I mean, I know we are. I'm sorry. I'm a little out of it today. It's been a long week.
That's okay.
Yeah, no, I get it. But what can I do for you? Is there anything I can do for you now? I'm glad you guys are good. All right, hey.
Hey, coming into town, it seems like you might not be the only one who's out of it. Is everything okay around here? Everyone seems to kind of have their it's like their mind's in a different place.
Glorious kind of has this you never see Glorious frown, but it's just kind of a sad smile, and he looks back at the guy that has his hands like this on the table, and he looks back over. He's like, things are a little odd about this place right now. it's any consolation, I feel like the less time you spend here, the better. I mean, I sent a lot of my my staff away for a while there. I gave them the week off, essentially. I don't know what's happening, but I'm strong. I'll be fine. They're taking care of themselves right now, and I don't necessarily want them to. And it's like really thinking between his words here, but it doesn't necessarily seem like he needs to. He's just having a hard time putting things together. I don't know. It's just not really the same around here as it used to.
Yeah, it's a bit of a different vibe.
I think it's about time we fix that issue.
Oh yeah.
Fight.
Well, what issue you talking about? The noise?
Well,
'Cause-
yeah, it seems like the
That's quiet as
static
fuck
is
in
like
here.
the main cause of all this.
What's that?
Seems like we're about 2 arcs too late to fixing this.
I'll be honest with you. Beef and Beef and Nylon, they've been looking pretty ill. I sent them off first. I can handle things with being Colonel.
Oh my
The
god.
loss of Caddy was pretty rough. Still not the. Oh yeah. After Fisty, she left.
Oh shit.
She hasn't been back since.
Oh.
I have no idea. The gang's been searching town every day. We can't find her. After we sent that care package to you guys in Rudenbaugh, Davey hasn't come back either.
Oh
Mm.
Although I do have a feeling Davey's just at home. He's just not answering.
no. You seem like a loner.
He seems to be suffering through a lot of issues. But yeah, after I sent him to Rudenbaugh to deliver those parcels to you guys, I'm sure he said hi while I was over there, but you got the parcels, right? Yeah,
Oh,
so
we did get packages.
all's well. Yeah, you got the.
But we didn't see him.
Well, no, it was the chest that Indy got. That was the parcel.
But we didn't see him, right?
No.
I mean, I'm not there, but we didn't see him.
Well, he never checked back in when he came, and when we sent people to his house, he hasn't answered. So
Did you try breaking in?
not necessarily. I'll be honest, I understood. We're all kind of in a funk right now. And the only thing I was going to do when I reached him was send him away anyway. And then Colonel was holding up just fine. Yesterday, I finally saw it. He couldn't remember any of the orders here. Any of the menu or the functions of the upper floors. And so I sent him off too. This town needs me. I ain't leaving for nothing. No, sir. It's just not the same. And I can't explain it. Don't let me bum you down. And around this point, Mistress and Melody enter in through the front door. Oh, hey, you guys. Have a seat anywhere. I'll be with you in just a moment. Oh, Melody! Hey, your friends are here.
Hey, Glorious.
Hi. Who's your friend?
This is Mistress.
Oh, Mistress. That's interesting. I'm Glorious.
Would you say it's Mistress Sting?
Shut the fuck up.
I think it was actually a play on fascinating thing.
We don't-
Mistress Sting?
We don't really do puns around here, but
To be fair, neither does Hostel.
who the hell's hostile?
Fuck you, Melody.
That was like the first time Hostels ever like tried to speak a word and it just comes out just nonsense.
You have way too high of an intelligence for that shit.
Nah.
Well, and then he at this point runs a drink over to you guys as well as you sit down at this kind of elongated table here, the six of you. So tell me about the Avengers. What all's going on? I hope things went well. You made it back after all.
So much.
It was
Longest
It was a week.
I say and say often, it was a long journey. Just gonna smile.
Yeah, I get it.
You do.
Yeah. Ah,
This is glorious understands that again.
no, I don't. But that's cool that you. So I'm glad you guys had a good time. I appreciate you guys still thinking about us. It's kind of lonely these days. Oh yeah, Indy, right?
Yeah.
Your mother was in yesterday.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Don't be. She's I think they're planning on heading out too.
Oh.
I'm trying to send as many people out of here as possible. It's not really
Where are you sending them?
anywhere. Not here.
Do people just kind of seem to be scattering, or are they going any place in particular?
Anywhere's better than here.
I mean, agreed.
I wouldn't say
Okay.
anywhere.
Is there is
You
there
see, make another insight check on him here.
16.
16. He's got these like heavy circles under his eyes here, and you see like added wrinkles to his face. You can't imagine he's had a good night's sleep in a while. Something's really debilitating him, and he's just fronting.
Glorious?
He's
is there-
exhausted.
Is there like, I mean, if you're sending people out of town, I mean, it sounds like this is something that's isolated to just Palegrass. Does there seem to be any part of town where the effect is stronger, or?
I mean, all I can tell you right now is there's a place in town where people still hang out. The streets are pretty clear for the most part these days.
Okay.
But I mean, there's still a lot of church followers that attend their daily mass. It doesn't necessarily matter what's going on, they always march their way there.
Well, and we've experienced this exact effect
Yes.
before. So it's something that clearly is spreading.
You think so? Hey. Look at that dummy is.
It's like a dog.
He is a dog.
Just lay down, just crash, you idiot.
Kind of a semi-serious question for you guys, if you don't mind indulging me. Do you have any idea what's going on? I'm getting a little worried. I don't, this place isn't home anymore. And that's all I got. Is this place, and I'm the only one here now. But you guys are good. If I can still help, I'd like to, because if I don't do something now, then ruins the reason why I came here in the first place. So, if you need my help, I got you. My family's gone. I feel like I'm next.
Well, I imagine we won't be sticking around too much longer. You want to come with us wherever we go?
I mean, Indy, right? Yeah, I can't leave this place. Not while people are still needing to get out.
Okay.
I mean, that's my job here. I'm here to. You know, I'm here to. And he kind of of itches his head and rolls his hand back through his hair and he's like, I don't know why I'm here.
This is horribly upsetting.
Glorious, I know that you're attached to this place and to this town, but I mean, if this doesn't feel like home to you anymore, then why even stay?
Because when I leave, that's when the town's finished.
But it's not your responsibility.
It
to be
is
here.
my responsibility, friend. This is my purpose. I don't appreciate you telling me it's not. And I understand you mean well, but I need you to just believe me. Okay?
Okay.
Glorious.
Sorry.
Is it?
Oh, yeah, mistress, right?
Yes, I recognize that I don't really know you, and I really know nothing about this town. So I apologize if what I have to say here comes across as callous or insulting. It is not my intention.
By all means.
Rather than sending people out of the town, wouldn't you be better served tracking down whatever is causing this, joining us in trying to stop it? Wouldn't that do more for this town than simply staying here and losing your mind?
You misunderstand me. I'm willing to do anything in this town to help you, but I'm not leaving the town.
Is there a specific reason about the specific geography of it? Like, do you need to physically stay here? Like, I'm sorry, I'm just curious. I'm not trying to argue with you.
I don't need to do anything.
But
while I'm still able to, I'd rather not give up who I am.
yeah, it seems clear that you feel you should stay here. Is that accurate? Like, you should stay within the town?
That's my job.
May I ask why?
Spent a lot of time abandoning things. And, this ain't gonna be one of them. That's why.
I see.
But, like I said, I'm stronger than anyone else in this place. I'll be fine. I, do worry about my staff, though. If you have any way of reaching out to them, that would,
I mean, I don't see any reason why we wouldn't be able to go by their homes and check on them.
yeah, by all means. I told them to leave, but, I mean, if you can at least contact them via phone or something, make sure they're okay. I'm more than happy to travel out with you. I can close this down. It's just, I need to make sure everyone is safe before I make any actions of my own.
Glorious.
Does that
if
sound
I
like a plan?
I want to just share with you what I know about another town that seems to be on the same trajectory that Pale Grass is on.
Mm-hmm.
So, static happens, electronics stop working, everything burns to the ground. I understand that you feel like you need to stay here. I understand that you believe you're strong enough to fight whatever's coming. But what if I told you that the person who was basically in charge of the ascension process for the entire Legion was not strong enough to fight whatever is coming for this town? What if I were to tell you that the last time this happened to, everybody died?
So you don't
What?
think we can stop it before that happens?
I think we can, but I think we also have to be realistic and understand if we're unable to stop it, you need to leave this town.
What do I do when I leave?
Open another fucking glorious bar and battle in another town. One day we will find these greycoats, and one day we'll end them. It may be before Palegrass dies. It may not. But let me tell you, Glorious, one day I want to fight you again in the 3rd floor of Glorious Bar and Battle. And I can't do that if you die. I can't do that if you're stubborn enough to stay here after it's too late.
I love your death, Chris.
Like everyone has said here, we're gonna fight this. But you have to understand, if we're unable to do it in time, if we can't take out whatever's causing this before Palegrass burns, you're not gonna survive.
Make a persuasion check.
That's only a 10.
She had me make the speech.
There's just got to be something better than giving up, you know?
But
Like-
we're not giving up.
Are we?
No,
What do I have left besides that?
we're fighting this. There's a difference between giving up and running away, and and realizing whenever it's too late.
Glorious, you don't have to come with us.
I need
We
to make
just-
sure everyone here is safe. And that means getting them out before me. If I can at least guarantee their safety, I'd be happy to work something out with you. But right now, outside of this town,
I mean,
I don't exist.
can we evacuate the town? Is that possible?
Well, the
I
crew's
think
been
we
trying
need to.
to.
I think we need to get started on figuring out whatever this is. Because if we want anything left of Palegrass, we need to figure it out.
And Maud, I don't think that this means abandoning your friend. I think we can 2 birds with 1 stone because we don't know where she is right now, and I think
Yeah.
we can still keep our ears to the ground and ask. And I can almost guarantee that our friend will make himself known sooner than we would probably like him to, and I think that he'll be what leads us to where we need to go.
I mean, at this point, we have no leads on him. But I mean, we've got people who have their ears to the ground and who are looking out for us, and I'm sure that if there's information to be learned, someone will learn it and pass it along to us. So,
And we'll still investigate
in the
all we can.
in the meantime, I agree.
He's in the
There's I mean, this isn't just about Palegrass either.
No.
This is about Hostel's friend. This is about his whole town that got burned. This is for all of the potential areas that could be affected by this. We don't know how this spreads or what we can do to stop it, but I mean, if we don't start now, then it might be too late by the time we get around to it. So
I want to pause really quick because I have a meta question. What was the silence thing again? What was what was the quote with silence? Silence will.
Remember this point, silence follows.
And did we already did? I can't remember because I feel like I thought this was already connected with the static. Did we debunk that already?
This had there was no defined tie to that. Well, there might be, but there's nothing proven that it has anything to do with it.
Okay. I just wanted to.
Okay.
Unpause. I think, Glorious, if we're able to gather up your friends or whoever is left here that you care about, will you take them and go somewhere safe? At least just temporarily.
Only if you say, only if you really think in your heart of hearts that you have something that can make some headway here.
I think we at least have to try. There's no sense in you all withering away. It's not a place that gives you home and gives you love. It's the people. You said this doesn't feel like home anymore. It's because this place is empty. I think if we can gather up the people that make this a home for you, that you can rebuild it somewhere else, even just temporarily. And then you'll be able to know that they're safe. You're not going to be able to know that they're safe if you forget their names.
Now that I know that this is way more dangerous than I was thinking, that there's a chance that this whole place can burn, I can start going door to door, making sure people are okay, and if they're not, finding help, and if they are, convincing them to leave. Because we can't stay here any longer. This is, the longer we stay, the less we care. I forgot I was even having problems until you guys walked in. Wasn't really thinking of much at all, actually. There's not a lot to think about, I guess.
Almost like it's just causing like complacency.
You remember being in Puerto as well. This is an issue they were suffering.
Well, then we have no idea what the timeline of this is. At this point, we could be,
You remember? You
Days.
knew? No. Your phones are working.
yeah. At this point, we could be days out from the town burning. We could be hours. I think we need to.
How far is Puerto, Andrew?
Puerto, it's in New Mexico. There's no train gate there. You'd have to find a transportation out.
But
So-
could we do a
You can warp to
transfer
a
to,
new-
to somewhere kind of close?
Yeah,
and
you
then,
can. And then find travel out there.
I mean, I don't. Okay. Couple things. One, we know Puerto was suffering from this. Do we want to hop over there and see what it looks like now?
I feel like that would just be wasting more time.
Yeah.
We could be investigating things here.
We could also we could check in with Bravemind and see if there's any other cities that have been reported that are
That's not a
having
bad idea.
that are having the same issue.
Because my other thing is that we all heard what happened on the radio. That was the one time that it worked.
Yes.
And that was the last time that it worked. I feel like there might be some sort of connection. And Kayla says that if Andrew's pointing that the screw might be there, that maybe he wants us to go back. So,
Don't metagame.
I worry about the timeline. I don't want to go check on Puerto, come back, and things are even more fucked. That's my biggest concern.
I mean, I don't disagree, but I don't know if we're gonna know how quickly things are gonna degrade and how much time we have to investigate either.
So that's why I think we need to get started investigating. Like,
I mean, yeah, we can do that. I'm not saying that we shouldn't investigate. I also don't know if we know what we're looking for.
well, it sounds like a lot of people are gathering at the church. We could at least go see what's going on there.
Let's. Okay, if we want to start walking in that direction, I can call back to the operator and see if there's anything like this has been reported anywhere else. Because did we report what happened in Puerto?
Not necessarily.
I don't think so. Okay.
Well, we can also ask potentially about Millview and see if they know anything about that.
They know about Millview. That was a part of the Intergalactic case, and Fauna was also there with you all.
Yeah,
Put
I
that as
just-
part of the file.
I wasn't sure if they would have like more things on file about it.
Mm-hmm.
I can call about that while we walk. Okay. Okay. Glorious, are you gonna go and start hitting the pavement?
Yeah. I
Okay.
feel like it's for the best, right?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
We're going to call you in a half hour and check in.
Oh, there's no need. Phone don't work.
Doesn't?
Oh, it stopped working a couple days ago.
And you said ours are working, Andrew?
Yours are working currently.
Okay. I will.
So it's definitely time affects things.
Can you let one of us know the order of houses you're planning on going to?
I'm gonna take care of downtown, mostly hit up the apartment districts north of the river. That's where general housing is, not a whole lot of business. I probably will take care of the local businesses first before I head there, so
Okay.
gravitating towards these squares down here.
Will you meet us at, I don't remember what the street corners are. At
Oh, you got it.
at a corner in a half hour. In a half hour, or on the steps
We
of
can meet
the
at,
Capitol building.
we're
or
at a
something.
corner here. We could also do the corner of, or the center of town square. Works
Yeah,
too.
let's meet in town square in 30 minutes. I'm just worried that if we let you off on your own, you're gonna forget halfway through.
Are any of the phones in your bag working?
Oh,
'Cause
that's
we
not a
could
bad
leave
idea.
one with him.
Oh, yeah.
Glorious.
And she's like,
May I borrow your phone?
Just a
Yeah,
salesman.
absolutely. It's in my office.
What about a cell phone?
And he bumbles off towards there.
You
The
wanna rent
sound
a
of
cell
random
phone?
Wilhelm screams. Comes back and hands his phone.
Yeah.
It's a very old Legion phone.
Yeah.
Amazing.
And does it just not even turn on?
It's no, it's like it's just dead. Yeah.
He's
Okay.
a brick.
And this is, you remember when you guys were in Quarto, yeah, your technology is kind of EMP'd. It's just, well, it doesn't even work.
But Mistress's phone is still working at the moment. Like,
Right now it is. Although, if you want to make an investigation on it.
Yeah, I think so.
That's a 26.
26. As you scroll through different applications and pull up different devices that test the different functionality of the phone, you notice that things are just slightly lagging as you scroll, and it takes like half a second for the screen to move. Like the technology is slowing down, just very slightly. Which is it was not that way before you came here. Everything was up to par. It looks like you're already at about half battery as well.
Glorious. Before we begin searching here, at least you and I, would you be willing to go through a Tran Gate with me to another town simply for a moment, just to see if the haze that you've been feeling clears up when we get to a new area? It would be with the understanding that we would be coming back within minutes.
Make a persuasion check.
5.
He looks at you and is like, I'm more than happy to help with everything here, but
I'd like to step in and say, look, I know that Mistress is somebody you haven't met before, and you might not trust her on the same level as
just stabs him
us,
repeatedly when they
but-
get there.
but I mean, Mistress is, I mean, she's one of the smartest people that I've ever met, and I mean, she's
Oh, shucks.
this is ultimately part of her process to understand what's going on here.
Mm-hmm.
And if we, you know, if you just cooperate with her for just a couple of minutes, the knowledge of whether or not you'll be immediately affected if you leave. I mean, that'll make a world of difference in how we can help this town.
You make a persuasion check.
You make a persuasion check.
You make a persuasion check.
Just wait till our next ASI, then you won't be smarter than me.
You smart boy.
My phone is
Because
being.
you'll put one more into it.
I'll be smart.
I intend to
Okay.
take a feat and then
Let's go.
increase it intelligence by 1.
That's a nat 1.
Amazing.
We are real good at this.
Yes. It's to be fair.
The safety
Mon has
of
a
these
Mon has a
people
plus
come
6 to
first.
switch.
Once we make sure all these lives are guaranteed,
Should let me
I'd
do
be more
it.
than happy to.
I understand.
Okay.
Let's
Is
begin
that a compromise?
then. Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome.
Everyone all right with getting underway?
Oh,
Did we give him one of Ember's phones?
Yeah, I gave it to him, and he kind of thumbs it with his big meaty hands.
Big meaty phones.
I would have tried to get a big touch screen.
Oh, a big old friggin' Galaxy Note.
I get an iPad.
Galaxy Note.
Galaxy
Pull out one of those like brick cell phones, like the original. Like
Oh yeah.
He has to pull out the antenna.
yeah.
It comes in. It comes in a
no, he's got one
briefcase.
for the ones for old people that have the really huge buttons on the big screen.
Just give him your spell.
I'm not giving anyone my spell book.
But it's a big old tablet. It'll be perfect.
No.
Okay.
Then I
Glorious
won't have
Vince
any of
gets
my
his-
spells on.
And so you guys are gonna check in on. I'll give him a call as well, but if you could, make sure the staff mates are still good. I can't say much about Caddy, but
We can still go back.
there's very few things that I've been able to hold on to, and they're one of them. If you could do that for me, while I help evacuate, that'd be awesome.
Well, we'll go check in on our. We'll go check in on our friends.
We should go ahead and go to Caddy's place so we can get our Sayuri moment over with.
Oh.
What moment?
Sayuri. It's
Oh, her
character
hung,
from the game.
hung in the. That's horrible.
Oh my god.
No.
I'm calling.
You know
Dumont.
they lived here.
Hmm?
A lot of them lived in
Yeah.
the bar. So unless you go upstairs, she's out there just hung. Yeah. No.
Just in a
Joking.
different room.
Joking. Horrible joke. Anyway.
I call Dudamont.
Dude, on.
He's my
Hello,
guy.
this is
Glorious
Brave
just forgot.
Mine.
I
What
steal
can I
a
do
phone.
for you?
No.
I can
That-
slide a hand check.
I will fucking fight you. Is it against my?
Dirty 20.
Is it a? Is it a?
This is your perception.
I mean, I would be able to see him
He's-
trying to do it. I would
well-
assume.
Well, yeah, you didn't do stealth. Make a strength check then.
Okay. That's only a 9.
Shit.
Nine.
Fuck.
He
Hostless
grabs
is
it
important.
right in the middle of the conversation.
Hey, he's interested. You
This
want a
is-
date with him?
This is important.
This is like,
Can I try to grab
Actual
it back
abuse.
from him? Can I try to grab it back from
I
him?
run
like,
away.
this is illegal. What you're doing right now.
Maud's interested.
Oh my
You
god,
want a
this
date?
is fucking important. Remember
gonna hang
like
up,
5 seconds ago?
And I'm gonna transfer this branch if you call back. Gonna be real with you, buddy.
But I thought you were interested. He's interested. You want a date? I'm working for you, man.
I'm fighting for my life here, buddy. Just need you to leave me alone.
And he's just like
She
sitting there
cried.
giggling. I just think this is
Disappointed. You said you were interested. And now it seems like you're not
Remember when
interested.
5
This
minutes
is all.
ago you
This
were
is all
like,
a
"We
great
should
conversation
go
when I'm
to
not on a
Puerto."
recorded line. Thank you.
So give me your personal number and
I will
I'll-
never do that. Ever. Goodbye. I'm hanging up. He hangs up.
I hand the phone back to him.
You are the worst fucking person that's ever lived.
Yeah, okay.
I walk out of the room. I walk out onto the street.
Okay,
We're
on
already
the
on the
street.
street.
Yeah, I walk further away from you. I will attempt to call back.
You call back. Hello, this is Brave Mind.
Hey, if you want to give me a new
Oh, thank God.
person,
I'm
that
definitely-
would be fine. I'm really sorry. I actually was calling about something important.
Like, people get arrested for less things than
I'm-
abusing the hotline,
I'm
right?
actively trying to keep him from not taking my phone.
trying to keep him from not taking your phone.
Yeah.
Double negative there.
So you're giving him the phone.
No.
It doesn't matter.
I am.
This doesn't matter. What do you got?
I was just checking in to see if you've gotten any reports or if there are any more reports of static and the memory loss that we had brought up with Mario Millview.
Millview, yeah.
Millview.
Alright, this is connected to the initial case for Gauntlet,
Yes.
right?
Uh-huh.
We do know nothing has happened in a town of great notes. There was a couple towns up in the northern. You pull this down, I will de-throat you. There was a town up in the northern region that went missing.
Excuse me?
Yeah, it's gone. Yeah,
Who-
it's,
Wait, what?
A town went missing. What town?
it's a town just over the American lines here. Let me go ahead and look up the information on that.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Yes, he pulls up a random name generator.
Not necessarily. I gotta pull up my note. That man sits by and types away for a few.
That's all. Hang on. What did he find out?
He comes back onto the phone here and is like, okay. We did have record. My records seem to be missing. Well, this creates a large issue if that's the case here. I can go ahead and get that information back to you when we figure it out, but the case file that we made for the towns up north are no longer in the system. This is something we can easily try to recreate. It's just going to take us some time. This has happened on 2 other occasions, though,
Okay.
of towns. One was a victim of a large fire, which was able to be stabilized, but there weren't any people in the town. The other one disappeared. I do know that for sure. One of them was on the east coast,
Which one?
the one that was burnt and was stabilized. The one above the American line completely disappeared. Not large towns, only a couple thousand people population. Nothing great, nothing with any sort of Legion presence has been affected. Or if we have, we haven't noticed it happening yet. But other towns are like, this has been a reported thing at this point.
Okay. I would tell him about that we had noticed it in Puerto, Mexico,
Great, so.
and
Oh, the Folly Folk town.
Yeah, and we're also seeing it in Palegrass, Mississippi as well.
Palegrass.
Yes.
They have train gate capabilities, don't they?
Yes.
That's a greatly bigger town than the other ones in the report, especially for Millview or even Puerto only has like about 100 folk in it. Palegrass has several thousand.
Yeah, and it seems to be it's affecting technology widespread, as well as their memory. We're currently attempting to evacuate the town to stop spread, but yeah, it's much worse than we could have expected.
If that's the case, I'll go ahead and mark that as your current objective, to evacuate Palegrass, Mississippi,
Okay.
and attempt at this time to try to stop this from becoming an issue. If you guys find any information, feel free to update us. We will stay alert on our end.
Okay, and can you let me know if you can locate that original file?
I'm looking for it right now.
Okay, great. We'll stay in contact, and if you assign me to someone new, can you have them contact me just so I can know and maybe update them with what's going on?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. And then he hangs up.
Okay.
During this time, after the conversation, you guys begin on your legs to go investigate. We're gonna take a little break from here, if that's alright. Sure.
Yeah,
Just a
'cause
small 10-minute break.
A teeny tiny break?
10 minutes.
Little tiny
Little break. If you guys want to stand up,
Tiny
fight,
baby break?
fight God, grab another drink or something. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel.
Are all these limes used that are up here?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll throw them away for you.
Yeah, I really
lime
feel like
forces.
silence has to be.
That's where the
I'm losing strength here. I got that 5G booster today.
Hmm?
and I'm feeling a little weak.
Struggling.
I'm having such a hard time focusing.
It's straight up not fun.
It's all right.
Kyle hasn't said anything since we left the facility.
That's. It was about the
Do you
time.
need a soda?
I already
I
had
have
one.
stuff to
I
help you
chugged a
cook.
Dr. I chugged a
He
Dr.
said
Pepper.
he got his booster shot today. so
Oh shit.
It's making me feel kind of weak. I'm okay though.
Go for it, Bertha.
But no, it was around the time that it was.
Ah. That's
It
my
was.
face.
It was around the time that Melody and Mistress were at Brave Mind talking to Celestian, where I was like, oh,
It's here.
it hit.
Oh yeah.
When did you get yours?
4:30.
Oh wow, it's hitting you faster than it hit me. It took me almost a whole day.
Yeah, because like at first I thought that I was just a little tired, because I didn't get like the best sleep last night, but as it's progressing, I'm like, oh, this is like, because it's causing me to like lose focus.
I got mine at like 9:30 in the morning, and then around like 7 in the evening, I was like, well, I'm useless now.
I think it's just the fact that I was already pretty tired.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's compounding. I have a feeling that by the time like I'm actually like at home going to bed, it's gonna be way worse. So we'll
Yeah.
see. We'll
If you
see.
need like a ride at the end of the night, we
I should
live
be
very close to you.
It's true. I should be okay.
He dead.
I'm not dead, Dad. What are you talking about?
I was expecting the session right after the arc to be more like fun and uplifting. I was really expecting a lot of shitposts. Like I made a whole bunch of like shitpost options.
I was ready to go to TW's, and then everyone was just like, let's move on.
You didn't say that.
I was fully ready to go to TW's, and then
Yeah.
everyone was like, let's get started on
You
the
can
next
still go
one.
to TW's.
I say, why didn't you say
We can anytime. We have
Yeah, let's just leave Pale Grass.
Yeah.
It's a
Let
train
them
game.
deal with it.
It's
like
instantly.
glorious.
Considering I just told Melody, like, we can't go to Queerto because that'll waste time. But let's go to TW's
All
instead.
the
and-
cities
Fair.
go to expect excitement. Pale Grass.
There was a festival the first week. Okay, there was more to do.
Yeah.
Not now. Nothing's going on now.
I'm so upset that you won't let me set Dudamont up with Mod.
Roll better on your persuasion next time.
You didn't even let me roll a persuasion on him, did you?
I don't need to.
Then how
I
was
know
this
how
roll
bad
if
your
I
rolls
can't
are.
roll?
I'm just messing with you.
You wiener.
Oh!
Oh.
Well, I was hoping he doesn't pull wire
What?
and jumped in almost took it out.
Oh.
Yeah, it's okay.
He's broken.
Hey, Amy, I had an idea today. I think that you and Dante should double date with me and Jordan. There's a movie that Jordan and I like a lot that I think you guys would like a lot.
Okay.
Whew.
I can't remember if I've told you about this movie before. It's called They Came Together.
No.
It's a romantic
No,
comedy
use my ear.
with
Why do you do
Paul
that?
Rudd and Amy Poehler.
Oh, I'm interested.
It
I
is-
love them so much.
It
We're
is
going for your
like I don't like romantic comedies, but it is like legitimately one of my favorite movies.
Hell
Which one?
yeah.
It is
Came
wonderful.
I didn't like it.
Oh, with Amy Poehler and.
I really
Amy
didn't
Poehler,
like
Paul
it.
Rudd.
I'm in.
It's great. It's
Just
so
you know,
Are you dying too?
No.
Paul Rudd is in it, and Amy Poehler.
Oh, okay. I thought he would.
the first time I watched that movie, like
I think
there's
he's
multiple scenes in
going
that that, like
to
I was just
Oklahoma
like
for something.
like
She
Might
just
be
said-
dying laughing. It's so
Wow.
good.
Hells yeah.
What did you message me saying, Sheep? Fault will not be joining us this evening. He's now leaving Topeka. Oh, he's
Yeah,
just leaving.
at 8
Oh, okay.
something.
That makes sense.
8:30.
That makes sense.
So
That's fine. You do you. You're here to party. I don't keep you hostage.
Also, Mike, if you want to get rid of some of those lines, I'll take some of those lines out of your hand.
yeah, go for it. I have
Steal
even
your
more at
line.
home.
Limes.
You gotta make sure that
Lime lich.
Been making good use of my new tumblers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shame you can't put porn in those anymore. Ever since Yahoo took over. Oh well. Thanks,
What?
Emmy. I'm glad we got it.
In Tumblr.
I got it, but I just chose to ignore it.
It was really stupid. I'm glad.
Half the time I laugh only because I need people to know that I understood the joke.
I'm
I think
glad.
you actually find it funny.
So, one of my
It was quite a
students told me
stretch.
today that she always
Liked
wants
it.
to laugh at my jokes, but everyone's so quiet. She's like, I don't want to be the only one.
Oh,
Okay.
sorry, but laughing at your joke would be cringe.
Well, yeah, no, I make really, really bad jokes all the time. Like, I'm like, guys, I was like, Encore is so much fun. Like, we did so much work on the research, isn't it so fun? And Jaren's like,
Alright. With the group reassembled, you guys exit the bar and you're off to your own devices. What are you guys doing?
Going to the church, right?
You tell me.
It is last
Gonna get there.
To the chapel.
Take,
I would. The church would be my first thought too. As
take
well.
me to church.
Take me to church.
Okay. Does anyone know where the church is?
Over yonder.
I probably do.
Make
It's about
a history check.
It's about a half a
Do it
click
with
away.
advantage because you live here.
It's about a half a click away,
I have to
probably.
like
This
look
actual-
at my stats again.
This
now that I
actual
leveled
devil
up.
woman going to church.
That'd be 15.
Okay, yeah, you know it's a quarter click north and a half click to the west from the current bar state. that you
Follow
live in.
me.
Damn.
You know it's the Chapel of Ruzix is where it is.
How much is a half click? I only know quarter clicks.
Like half a thousand, like
That's
half
two
a
quarter clicks.
half a
Oh,
kilometer.
perfect.
So you're making us walk a whole 3/4 of a click.
Yeah.
That's very rude.
You gotta get there. How else are you supposed to stand there? You get there. What
Yeah.
else are you supposed to do?
How
Take a
slow
train
do you
gate.
walk? It's
Hey.
not that far.
Oh, yeah, he's got
Dimension
25
door, right?
movement speed.
No.
He has
I
a
do.
baby.
He's got little big
Dimension
legs.
doors
he's-
to the church.
He's got to take twice as many
He's
steps.
got this
as
big old heavy
everybody else.
armor too.
No, the heavy armor is negligible weight. It says so in my feet.
So you
I just
travel as you travel
drink
north and
the
walking here. You guys somberly, as the 6 people here, travel in this direction,
Christmas story.
heading towards this this location, in which you may or may not have any form of. You just know more people have been showing up around there, even in these times. As you gain way towards the chapel and make your way to the block side here, you essentially see this block that's clear out here for this corner side that has this large ornate kind of Gothic style chapel that the purchased, built, and set around this here. And sure enough, there's several individuals milling about the front door of the chapel.
Do they still have that same like lethargic kind of lost look that like everyone else we've seen so far has?
They don't.
It's the power of God, obviously.
Holy shit, we're about to find Jesus.
Andrew's like, this whole campaign is just a ruse to bring you to Jesus.
Oh my god.
We all
Kill
realized
you.
a cleric.
Okay, so
Forget.
there's essentially like a group of 3 people kind of standing in front of the door of the chapel here, talking to themselves very quietly. They're wearing sort of similar style clothes. They're wearing white shirts and kind of these pleated khaki pants. And there's 2 of them are middle-aged men, and there's this younger woman that they're talking to as well. And they're not necessarily like accosting her or anything. It's just like the group are just having a conversation in front. And it's very robotic, the conversation they're having, with just casual nods. One speaks, very, very NPC.
Yeah. I was
Are
gonna
they
say.
also wearing vintage black Nikes?
Make a perception check.
I heard in the hideouts.
That's only a 2.
You're not a shoe man. They're not Nike though. You don't know what they are.
Understand.
I do.
Big deal.
You're gonna get the ATM involved.
Anyway,
This whole thing.
Yeah, it's Heaven's Gate. The people who drink the Kool-Aid.
What it is.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so we're all kind of approaching this church from the front, right?
mm-hmm.
I wish my stealth was better, because I really want, like, as everybody else approaches, I want to like go around the back and like see if I can like sneak in, but Like myself just.
If only someone in this group had invisibility.
Do they seem like they're blocking the door, or could we just, you
I mean,
know,
it depends
walk
on.
past them?
You guys are just kind of walking by at this point. You still have to like go up the path into the chapel. You haven't really gotten close to them or checked anything. You're just kind of standing milling about in front of the door.
Why do we have to assume everyone is sus? Can't we just like?
No. It's
Are
the
you just
church.
not
Everyone is
Are you
sus.
just not wanting people to see you, or what?
Damn.
No, just I don't want. I have bad stealth. Like I make bad rolls.
I'm with Kyle here. It's the church. Everyone is sus.
Yeah.
If only someone had invisibility that they could cast.
Yeah. I mean, this has to be your idea. I
Not
mean,
necessarily.
I guess.
If Mod came up with the idea, he could be like, "Hey, does anyone sneak well?"
Yeah. I mean, he would know.
Anybody
Of course.
sneaking?
I guess. Okay. As we're approaching the church, I'll like while we're still out of earshot of these people, I'll turn and say, "Hey, does would anybody like to give a shot of going around the back of the church, maybe seeing if there's like a back entrance, and maybe we can like find something out, because I don't know what kind of people we're gonna run into, but I have a feeling that they're not just going to let us walk in there and essentially just search the whole place unabated."
I mean, I'm not particularly sneaky, but
I got this big ass tail. Just.
Yeah, you're a literal Satan. You should
also
not
have-
go.
I
into
also
the
am
church.
from here though.
It's true. It's true. People would know.
you're a literal Satan.
Yeah.
You can't just say
You
people
also
are
pass
literal
without a
Satans.
trace.
I do. That's true. But I also don't really understand why we're trying to be sneaky.
Well, I'm just saying that like this church is sus. We're probably not going to get like free reign of the entire
We
church.
should probably also just talk to people.
I mean, I've
That's what I was
had my fair share of sneaking in a church and sleeping on a pew for the night.
Yeah. See, now you're speaking my language.
I mean, yeah, if y'all want me to, I can.
Don't look.
Without trace.
I mean, I
What
could
do you
also
think?
just make myself invisible.
God, I have so many level 1 spell slots.
Why
now.
not both?
Holy shit.
Holy shit.
You get advantage and
And
a
a
plus
plus
10.
10.
Luckily, my level 1 spell
Nice.
slot is a real
So Indy could also send sanctuary
Yeah,
to like
you
look
can
around.
spells.
I suppose you also have a familiar.
Oh, I guess I have a little homunculus servant.
Let's all just send our little animals.
Oh, that'd be fun. They could be
My
their own
little-
little party.
My little taffy monster.
Oh, that'd be so cute.
I
Yeah,
would
we
like
do a
to summon
one-off
a
where we
star
just play all
spawn.
of our
Oh my god, that'd be so fun!
Okay, I cast invisibility.
Okay, we have to do that.
Okay. So you
Sure,
cast
I'll add.
invisibility and you go freaking translucent. And no one can see you. You're gone.
I
Wait,
make
the
that
character
noise
from
and
the
as like one
boys?
invisible, I just go.
I'd like to go up to the invisible blob and go,
And you hear that sound get quieter.
He's only pretending to walk away. He's actually just like lowering his voice.
It's like when you crouch, pretend to walk downstairs.
Like we looked out, we
Or
could
people,
clearly
like,
see his
pretend to walk
footprints in
away.
the mud. Like we know you're still there. Anyway, yeah. So if Hostel's gonna go, like try to break in another entrance, yeah, let's go talk to these people in front. See
Okay.
what's going on.
So you go around the building and you're attempting to find another way in.
Yeah.
There are multiple windows to the chapel throughout, kind of like stained glass on the outside that would have some sort of. You as you study these, you would realize you probably have to break these to get in. Going around at the back as well, there's a less noticeable door at the very back that is it's just kind of like a fire escape door essentially in the back, a smaller one, just like this one here. And there's a single man standing outside of it, and it's.
Okay, so he's like purposefully like
Oh.
on guard. Like
Yeah,
it looks like it.
He's just standing there, just motionless,
Like
staring off into the distance.
directly in front of the door, like to the
Right
side
in
of
front
the
of
door.
I think you should attempt to like spook this guy.
To what?
To spook him.
Yeah.
Okay. Whereas the rest of the group, oh yeah, you're
Is there a tree nearby?
make a perception check.
16.
Yeah, outside you'd have to hop the fence that's around this chapel.
Am I inside of the fence right
Yeah,
now?
you essentially went
Okay.
through and then around.
So
that
I'm
way.
gonna backtrack a little bit to where like
just run all the way and then go around the fence that way.
like if this were the church
Uh-huh.
and like he's standing here, I'm just gonna stand right there.
Okay.
Can I still see a tree?
Yeah.
Like, over the fence?
Mm-hmm.
I just cast firebolt at the tree
Oh, okay.
while invisible. I just go.
Does that break the invisibility?
No, it shouldn't.
You attacks too.
It's a cantrip.
Oh, it's
Well,
still
yeah.
a spell. It doesn't say when you use a spell slot.
Great.
I really thought you could cast spells with
Greater
concentration.
invisibility.
No.
Greater invisibility you can.
Almost.
Yeah, regular invisibility, like the simple action of doing that breaks it.
Okay.
Okay, so you cast it.
Well,
and
never
you're-
mind then.
You can just never mind. You just cast fireball at a tree.
I would know that would break the invisibility, and I wouldn't break my.
Which was
invisibility.
odd that you did that.
Fine. I'll fucking take a python and just like throw it across the church. So
Where are you gonna
Yeah.
get your pie?
hit
Python.
what? A python?
Oh, I thought you were like Larry said you were going to take your like a pie.
I'm gonna throw a pie.
Like, where the
I'm gonna
fuck did
pull
you
out
get
a
pie?
python and I'm gonna just like throw it across. It like hits against the fence on the other side of the church and maybe distracts them. It's a thing to like help climb, I think, right?
Okay, roll to hit.
I
Roll.
thought you were about to say something.
Make a ranged attack roll.
Okay. Let's see.
A python, that thing that
Your
you make
dexterity.
That'd be 15.
15. You hear like ting, ting, ting against the fence.
And
See
I-
the man's head turn and look in that direction. Then turns back and starts facing forward again.
Oh shit.
I throw another one.
This-
Ting, 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 ting.
I throw another one.
Oh my god.
Ting, 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 ting.
I have 10 of these, so I'm just gonna throw all
You
10
throw
of
10 of these, and each time he looks exactly at where the noise came from, sees nothing, and looks back.
Wow.
Boring man.
So I'm gonna go back over and pull out my phone and text the group. Say like, there's a what looks to be a guard back here. Do you want me to talk to him? Do you want me just to come back?
Or just kill him.
Don't do that.
Why not?
While this is all happening, you guys are going up to the front group, the group of 3 people that
Yeah.
are having a conversation there. And as you approach them and get within the kind of the halfway across the pathway area, the 3 of them notice you and they turn their face, and they face forward.
Hi.
What time of the day is it, Andrew?
It is around 11:30 right now. You guys have spent some time in GPP.
Okay. Good morning.
They look at you.
Do you guys know a good place to like get lunch?
The man on the far left speaks up. Not here.
Oh.
Not here as in like Palegrass or like the church.
Not here.
Okay, so not the church,
like
which is
this.
clearly not a restaurant.
I was actually I'm a musician. I hold out my guitar, and I was looking to see if you guys had like a church band or any openings for like, you know, us to get like our worship on. I'm genuine.
The lady over on the far right this time turns and looks at you and says, "The church is not available for people at this moment.
Why? What's going on?
The church is not available at this moment."
Oh.
Okay. I will look at her and I'll say, I understand. Why don't you explain to me what's going on? And I cast suggestion.
Okay.
Or I understand. Explain to me what's going on. And I cast suggestion. That is a DC 15 Wisdom save.
Making the wisdom save.
Wisdom.
Okay, you guys were all wrong. While concentrating on a spell, casting another spell doesn't break concentration unless the second spell also requires it.
But I'm
But
pretty
the
sure
specific
that
spell description of invisibility
We're like casting.
specifies.
Like
if you cast a spell.
Yeah, it's not concentration in general. It's the specific spell.
Yeah, it says if you cast a spell or whatever, you're revealed.
She rolled a nat 20.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Holy shit!
The character looks and says once again, the church is not available at this time.
These robots.
Oh, the spell ends for a target that attacks or casts a spell. Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess it also would have ended when I threw the pythons.
If it
well,
wasn't an
if you're just
attack.
tossing it and not making an attack, in that instance,
Okay.
you know,
Yeah.
presumably you could whistle as well and not drop invisibility.
I like look at you guys.
Well,
But you were right.
Can I insight?
Concentration.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
I'd
Cause
like
I was
to
like,
insight.
Yeah.
shit, okay.
You just can't be two
That's
concentration
that's
spells.
a
Yeah.
7.
7? They're not emoting enough to be able to read them. It's just staring at you. They're emotionless, and that's about all you can get.
At what point would they get my?
They're not seeming like they're aggressive. They're just
Right.
looking at you
They're just like
this, like
sketch.
I'm
No, I'm
really
creeped
interested in looking at like different churches and stuff. Do you know when it will be open? I'd really love to look around.
the lady on the far right says. The church is not available at this time.
Get it?
When did they get my message?
Okay, around this time after this conversation happened for a couple moments, they begin to speak up. You get this message from Hostel.
What did you say?
Basically, just like. It seems like there's a guard back here. Should I try to get in still? Should I come
Yeah.
join you guys? What kind of look are you having? Basically.
Is that via text?
Yeah, probably just the entire group.
Mistress will text back, I'm going to approach the front door and see if there is a reaction. And then she will approach the front door and see if there is a reaction.
Okay. As you approach the front door, the middle-aged man in the middle, eye contact comes out to you and steps forward
Mistress
as if
will
to block
stop.
you.
Just simply stop moving
Mm-hmm.
and just maintain eye contact.
As he's staring at you, the lady on the right says, "The church is not available at this time."
God, y'all are annoying.
Mistress, and so this guy has stepped away from the door.
Just like a step forward like this. So there's like a triangulate pattern between them right now. Yeah.
But he was standing in front of the door and he has now moved slightly away from it.
Slightly, yeah. There's
Mistress
theory
will
away.
text Hostel to inform him that she has cleared a path through the door. And she will continue standing there, maintaining eye contact.
Nice.
Okay. He'll walk back over to the front to see what's going on.
Okay, as you walk back, you see like it's barely a gap too. Mistress gave you kind of a dick move of, but you'd be able to squeeze in there. You would have to roll stealth to squeeze by these guys.
Okay, yeah, I'll try it.
Mistress will
I'll prepare.
begin speaking and attempt to help by like masking any noises Hostel might
Mhm.
make.
And I'm gonna prepare.
Okay, so then do it with advantage. I gave it disadvantage because you're just kind of squeezing between these two
Not still
people, but
invisible.
this cancels it out. Yeah, and so that would normally give you advantage, but I give it disadvantage, so it's just gonna be a straight roll. Now do it with advantage if she's like trying to keep them distracted.
That's a natural 20.
Yeah, you sneak right by them.
Thank you.
Right, so you're just there's 3 people, 1 in front of you, 2 next to you, and the door behind you. You're standing here now.
The door's still closed.
Yeah.
Is there a knob on the door?
It's a push door.
I push it open.
Okay.
I try to do it stealthily, but I'm also opening a door.
As you open the door, the guy who's on the left immediately notices and looks over to the end here and begins screaming.
Oh.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh.
Everybody
Is-
here.
Is
Ooh,
this
spell?
is this
It is not a spell.
is this
Not a
scream
spell?
like a high like a shrieking like high pitch?
It's like a man screaming, but it's coated with something else.
Okay.
19.
19.
Hey.
30-20.
Jesus.
14.
14?
Dirty
Eight.
20.
8. Okay. Mistress and Indy, as this is happening here, you just hear all of a sudden through the screech, you're like, what is happening? And you hear as the scream is slowly getting swallowed by. You're stunned, both of you guys.
Oh.
The cat.
Yeah, was there a?
You got
Be down here.
the noise scared him.
Scare him more.
Quit
Okay.
antagonizing.
As the rest of you guys hear this wave of white noise hit you and just kind of blast you back a bit. Everyone roll initiative.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right,
good.
here we
Freaking
go.
Where are we going?
Over yonder.
7.
7.
3.
10.
You
12.
most certainly
Not
have a
21,
higher
12.
dexterity than me. What's your dexterity?
19.
14.
Someone rolled
Yeah,
good.
so you'll go before me.
I'm in a pretty good spot to cast
You said 3, Mod?
Thunderwave.
Yes, Maud got a 3.
Who said 7?
You are though.
Who said 7?
Emmy and Kayla.
Yeah, and Emmy
Fuck
goes before
mistress.
me.
Let's go back. You just hear this random whispers.
What'd you get, Ember?
10.
Just, like, mistresses and hostiles relationship is advanced to a point where it's not like necessarily
And what did you get?
like we're still working towards the same goal, but
what'd you
we're
get, mistress?
definitely not worried if
19.
19.
That's why whenever I texted about the like static, I was like, I only text Melody. I feel like this is just gonna turn into the pettiest battle in the world.
We just don't consider each other and when it comes to spell area of effects.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Can't believe we like just went and fought God and now we're just like in this church
Also
like
go
this,
fight God again.
just like
We're gonna
Okay.
find his
these
disciple.
double Rambos.
With that being said, the guys just start. Their expressions change entirely, and now they're just looking at you with this wide, surprised face, and they look
I hate
like
it.
they're ready to like move forward after you guys.
I hate it.
I just picture them like.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that's really what it is.
I hate that a lot.
All right,
I'm terrified.
Mistress, you're up.
Did you say I was stunned?
You're stunned. Yes, you cannot move right now.
May I try to save?
You would need to be. Go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw. Actually, this is kind of a weird thing.
That's an 11.
11. No, as you sit there, you
Stunned is a
essentially
big
only
someone
just
else
see
has
like this
Yeah.
black static in your eyes. You can't even see anything, and all that's this roar of just raw noise is occurring in you right now. You have no idea what's going on.
All right, that's my turn.
Okay. With that, the folks that are here standing in front, essentially the one that's standing right in front, the one in front of Mistress, goes and just attempts to grab you. It's gonna strength check Mistress, which is gonna succeed if you're stunned, right?
Yep. Yes.
So
we
essentially
established last
completely
session.
rolls his arms around you and just kind of clings to you like a sloth. The guy that the girl over on the right is gonna walk forward as well and attempt to. What was the marching order you guys were in right now? You're behind everyone.
Yeah. Just right there in the mix.
I felt we were just.
Yeah, in kind of like a U. Yeah.
Okay, so if that's the case, since you talked to the girl's gonna come and try to grab you, Melody, as well.
Fuck you, lady.
Coming up to you.
So
What's your
that
strength? Yeah, do a strength check.
13.
13. Yeah, just rushes at you and tries to throw her arms over you. You shake her off really fast. The one over on the left comes over and essentially is just kind of trying to do the same thing to Indy as well. Roll a strength check.
11.
It's a nat 20. This guy is one of the bigger guy of the group. Just completely straps your arms to your head here. And his face is like less than an inch from yours. His mouth is just open. You see like tears billowing up in his eyes.
God.
And
Buddy.
it's gonna be Hostile's turn from there.
I feel like there's not too many great options for me considering most people are.
Just do it. Just do it.
Just wreck everyone standing up here. Because I guess he would have seen all that shit happen.
Mm-hmm.
You've only known us for a couple of weeks. Important now, routine.
The other problem is they haven't necessarily taken like aggressive actions other than grabbing people.
Feels pretty aggressive to be grabbed.
I feel aggressed.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah, okay, you know what? Because it'll also get people out of stun by getting damaged. I'm gonna cast Thunder Wave at a second level.
Okay.
So,
But
I
I'm
mean,
not okay.
everyone in a 15-foot cube
It's just gonna
around
hit
me
everybody.
has
It's
to
just
make
gonna
a
hit everyone.
Well,
DC
Mistress
15.
did walk a ways forward, so how far
He's-
separated are Hostel and Mistress from the rest of the group?
Oh, true.
Well, they're. So it would hit Melody, Indy, the way I've established here, and Mistress then, if that's the case.
Okay.
Good.
And then, of course, the three of the people here.
What kind of save is it?
DC 15 con.
Great, I feel.
What is that? What do I do with that?
Yeah. Well, it's saving.
Yeah, I only got a 10.
Okay. Yeah.
Let me double check the Constitution.
17. I am live.
Oh, all of them failed.
I thought it was just them that's getting hit.
I don't think you're close enough.
Oh, not?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought it was.
Just
Oh, okay, never mind.
Just
It's
these losers.
14 thunder damage.
14.
Wow.
Yeah,
So
you
if
let
you-
out this blast here, and hitting your comrades while you see the three of these people here, their
Yeah.
faces just kind of jolt like this, and then just a stream of blood come out of their ears as they
Oh.
crumple to the ground, dead.
And if you save, you take half. So.
yeah.
How
I'm
much was
stunned,
it?
So I automatically. Wait, what kind of save?
Con.
Con.
Con. I do get to make that.
Dante, how much was it?
14 full, 7 half.
That fucking hurt. You owe me.
Shit!
Shite.
The only problem that I didn't think about is that it also emits a thunderous boom audible to 300 feet away.
Oh my
yeah.
god.
What's your DC?
15.
Okay, I fail.
I think he also says, like, just right before he does, he's like, sorry!
So it lets out the boom. Hurts friends, kills these three dudes instantly. As their
Yeah.
bodies crumple to the ground here, their expressions finally going limp on their faces. They fall to the ground.
Probably best if we don't tell Glorious.
Yeah.
They were like that when we got
And my invisibility does go away since, you know, I cast a spell.
Okay, this is gonna break initiative.
So do
Alright.
you want to run inside
Oh,
real quick?
yeah, let's go inside.
Might as well. We already, you know.
Don't want to kill these people for nothing.
Matt,
Does Mistress
can you-
come too?
Hmm.
Or is she still.
Yeah, that would snapped you out of it
Okay.
for sure.
Was anyone else stunned?
It was Indy who was stunned too.
Okay, and since you
Oh,
took
you should have failed that
Yeah, I
strength check.
missed that.
It was a
Con.
con.
Oh no, from the screen the first time. One of the guys
Oh,
grappled.
but you got me you did.
I know, but I should have just auto failed you.
Yeah.
Okay. Is the group just all running inside?
Yeah.
Okay. Everyone make
With-
dexterity saving throws.
Reckless abandon.
Natural 1.
How dare you
You
make
getting
us
rid of
go
this fucking.
to a dungeon?
19.
Shaman!
Say
Third
dex
dragon.
save,
13.
Andrew.
Hmm.
Dex save,
Dexterity saving throw, yeah.
15.
What are my
19.
OG melody dice?
Okay, so who got over 50? Who got 15 or higher? These two.
Say 50.
50.
50.
Yeah, I totally
Get
won.
away from me.
Plus 30 modifier.
Okay, yeah.
It's
As you guys
Everything's intense.
As you guys burst into the walls here, essentially there's a series of murals that are alongside the walls so that you run across, and all of a sudden they catch fire.
Holy
and
shit.
then, like in a blazing inferno for like being inside of an air fryer, blasts inside of you guys. Whoever failed take 23 fire damage.
Oh my god.
Those who passed, it takes half that, so just take 11.
It's the first
Okay,
time I've taken damage in like 5 seconds.
FYI, I have 15 hit points left.
Bobby.
I already
So
got
don't
15.
so just
Because
don't do it
Hostile freaking blasted me with Thunder Wave.
Mistress told me to.
How many did you have before? Oh, did you fail that one?
Yeah. And then I failed this critically. Really bad.
Okay.
That's a great time for speech.
Okay, so
Listen, I know we're all on fire.
Hurts really
Let's
bad.
not do
And
anything
nothing
about
hurts
putting
worse
it
than the
out.
abandonment of friends.
You all look so hot right now.
I feel hot right now.
I feel inspired. Amber's like, just another day in the sun.
She's like, whatever, man.
Stop scaring
This
the
is
goddamn
fine.
cat.
I burn my hands all the time. It's whatever.
And that's just part of being a girl, but.
Okay, as that happens, you guys get caught up in this. What are you guys doing?
What's around us?
You still have kind of like a hallway area that's now completely incinerated. To move forward, and once you move forward, you make your way into the pew section, and then the altar and whatnot will be just outside of that.
I'm just picturing Baker Chapel.
We walk slowly
Stop, drop, and roll.
and avoid all traps.
Mistress will exit the building.
Maud, will you put your hands on me?
Sure.
The mistress
How much?
walks
How much do you
right
want?
back out the front door
a
after
lot,
just
and
getting
then a lot of
damaged
pain.
up here.
I'll What is
Oh,
my
what do you? Well,
Like, bye.
Yeah.
Oh, yep. Good luck, guys.
Maud's giving me a healing hug.
Yes, this is a healing hug. I'll give you 20.
Oh.
All I can see is tiny baby man's paw just behind your
He's licking
backpack.
his butt.
He's raising his hand. He has a question.
His question is, does everybody have to comment on me while I freaking lick my balls?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
He's neutered. You didn't go.
So yeah, I guess like we walk. I would walk up to where like it opens up and just kind of I guess
Imagine
perceive.
in class if someone does
everything.
their hand with their foot.
okay. Making your way into the pew, this
Make our
building is essentially empty except for up at the very far other end of the place. You see 5 individuals, 2 to each side of this man in the middle who's wearing a different color of like this long ornate kind of dark red robe. Each one of them are. The one in the middle adorned in this special headdress almost, and all the robes are very very dirty and tattered and just covered in grime, as though they were like grabbed from somewhere or rolled through something horrible before they were put on. And the people wearing them as well just look very unput together right now. And as the man in the middle sees you walking out in the middle here, is like, "Stop right now! None shall enter this holy land before us. The voice is not done speaking. The sermon continues." Everybody that walks into the pew, make an intelligence saving throw.
What
Wow.
the fuck?
Against the
Okay.
spell?
Yeah. Guys are just running in there. I don't know.
Is it a spell?
It's a spell. This one is.
14.
15.
So Mistress
22.
wouldn't make this because she's stepping
Yeah, you're
back.
not. You don't even be affected.
23.
Would she hear this?
You would probably hear it. Throw, yes.
I get.
That's
advantage
gonna
and a
be
Nice.
the,
Yeah,
the,
plus
15.
15?
Not too bad. Mod's usually just worse with that.
Okay, so who got above who got a 13 or higher?
13 or?
Wow. Oh, everyone?
Good job,
Well,
Amber.
except for Mistress.
Essentially, this figure
That's just
casts its
so
hands
cool.
out, and this massive, kind of like Oz-style head version of itself appears here, and it's burning with this kind of a black and white flame that kind of circulated here, and it also screams this voice out here, and it's this massive present that appears to like show up and frighten you all, but you all tell that this is just an effect of the spell, and it's almost entirely to like ward us off from doing anything. But it seems like it's an intimidation check here that they were trying to do on you and failed. As the figure here begins like still kind of conjuring this, the other figures that stand to the right as well, they kind of genuflect towards the guy in the middle, and their hand motions are put up to their foreheads, and their eyes are closed and looking in his direction. And he's just doing this. What are you guys doing?
Staring.
Like, there's a.
I'm detecting I'm just gonna say right now, this is a very dead session.
I apologize. I'm definitely.
You guys want to continue this next time? I'm not getting a lot of reading right now.
I'm good to continue for a bit if everybody else.
If you guys
is.
want to, it's 9:50, so we still have some time left. But like, I'm not really getting a whole lot of things right now.
I would be inclined to call it and resume next time. I am
I'm good with
very
whatever
tired.
with what everybody else wants to do.
Okay,
Okay.
I guess Friday.
I apologize, friend. I'm dying.